to servicing your home. Cooling off with a baby pool in the house to fix your air conditioning problem is a bad call. Trying to catch a wave in a flooded bathroom is a bad call. Using a burning electrical panel to make s'mores is a bad call. The next time something goes wrong, make a good call to Donovan.
Whether you need air, electric, or plumbing service, Donovan is always a good call. It's why we've been trusted by our customers for almost 40 years and why you can trust us to deliver fast, reliable service to your home. Donovan, always a good call.
Visit DonovanAC.com today.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th, as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kick off the set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Hey, Hicken here. I want to talk skin along with my friends at Beach's Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen. Football season is back, baby. And with that, days under that bright sun. So when you load up that truck for the game day tailgate, or the chairs for your kids' flag games, or even the boat heading downtown to watch our Jags, make sure you bring the screen. Sunscreen, that is. It's a must here in Duval. But if you have any concerns right now, give Beach's Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Dan, Shine, Coogan's Go Time on a Friday morning. It's a GFL Friday. That's green for life. Weather's nice and crisp out there today. We got a football weekend coming. Minus the Jaguars. More on that, obviously, coming up in just a sec. Down the stretch we come in the baseball races, but, man, the focus got turned intently on one single star last night in South Florida. Spoiler alert, it wasn't a Marlin. Your guy, Shohei. Holy smokes, man. If you were not paying attention last night, I don't blame you, or perhaps just completely ensconced in a snoozer of a Thursday nighter. Shohei Ohtani last night in South Florida made some history on more than one front. Boy, analytics had arrived early in baseball, so they can just parse out, guys who have hit, this amount of home runs or RBIs and yet stole a base, or, just 1,000 different ways to look at it. Let's just keep a big picture. Shohei Ohtani last night in South Florida became Major League Baseball's first ever 50-50. 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases in the same year. He went over 50 in both because Shohei hit 3 home runs last night. He drove in 10 runs. Oh, yeah, he went 6 for 6, and he also stole 2 bases, hitting leadoff. Far and away the Major League record for RBIs by a leadoff hitter. 3 home runs help. And so as the Dodgers come down the stretch and posture themselves for what they hope can be a deep postseason run, you wonder about the pitching with them. But, man, there is no denying that lineup. Wow. And Shohei Ohtani last night just put the exclamation point on what an unbelievable, historic now season he had. And Acuna made history last year, first 40. He was first 40-60, ended up first 40-70. First player in Major League history with 40 homers and 70 stolen bases. Or 70 homers and 40 stolen bases, I suppose, if someone could manage it that way. And now here, just a year later, Shohei Ohtani has gone 50-50. He's not done. They still got baseball to play down the stretch here. Another, 9 games left for Major League teams? 6 for 6. 3 home runs. 2 stolen bases. 10 RBIs. 10. Wow. He asked me, has anyone ever had a better offensive performance? I can't think of one. I mean, look, Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs in a World Series. There's one. I'm thinking of, there have been bigger.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's more than pretty good. There have been big offensive moments, but as to, putting together a complete game, Maybe you go to like a perfect game by a baseball pitcher. It's awfully good, but that's not an offensive performance, to your point. Man, it's hard to. There are marquee moments, right? There are big individual historic plays, offensive plays, home runs, or whatever the case may be. But just for single game dominance, yeah, Shohei 6 for 6 from the leadoff spot with 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Throw in the 50-50 reached last night, and man, we are witnessing pure, unadulterated, not generational, centurion. I don't know what the word is. You get this kind of dude once every 100 years, not since Babe Ruth. And there have been great players: Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds. Just go down the list. A bunch of great players. Babe and Shohei, man, two best dudes to ever put a baseball uniform, hop over the line, and go play 9. Babe Ruth and Shohei Ohtani. And you're lucky. We're lucky as a baseball fan. The one thing he has not had, a streak that's now broken, he had, I believe, the longest active major league streak of not most games without appearing in the postseason. Or at least he had a long streak that's over. 680-something games Shohei has played regular season, and yet with those miserable Angels just across town had never even made the playoffs. Certainly those goals will change wearing the blue. Because the Dodgers will be one of the World Series favorites. Now, who will join L.A. in the postseason party? That's a good question in the National League. These teams that just stumble around winning every other game all year long, get to the home stretch, I guess realize the urgency, and suddenly none of them want to lose. Braves, I employed the win and wait strategy. Throw another W on there. Win, wait, and watch. I enjoyed that yesterday afternoon. The bats got hot. They hit 6 homers. Easy 15-3 win over the Reds. Okay, all right. Let me just settle in. Braves 2 games back of the Mets and the Diamondbacks. Come on, let me just one of y'all lose. One of y'all. Anyone? Bueller? Mets win 10-6. Diamondbacks win 5-1. Each beat good teams. Mets beat the Phillies. Diamondbacks beat the Brewers. And so, 15-3 and nothing to show for it. 9 games to go in the Major League Baseball season. The wild card races are very interesting and now in both leagues. So we'll detail you on that. But as for the mood of the program this morning, Mets win, Braves win, still a 2-game advantage, and we got a blood battle coming midweek. E.T., I told you, wear your Marlins batting helmet. Put on the catcher's gear, the tools of ignorance, because we've got Mets, Braves in Atlanta Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And, if I had to hazard a guess right now, the Braves go to Miami for 3, the Mets 3 more with the Phillies in New York. The Diamondbacks have, I would assume, 3 more in Milwaukee. But as for the New York-Atlanta, because they'll meet, I bet they both win 2 of the next 3. And New York's going to come to Atlanta with a 2-game lead for a 3-game series. Oh, by the way, the teams have played 10 times this year. It's 5-5. Whoever wins the series wins the tiebreaker. If it gets to that point, and I'll take it, one more step further. If it's a 3-way tie, the Braves and the Mets both have the tiebreaker over Arizona. So if there's a 3-way tie, if whichever of the Mets and Braves has a winning record against both the others would win. So there's a lot riding on this final week of the baseball season. Now let's turn our attention to football. And as I watched Aaron Rodgers and the Jets just completely smother the Patriots last night, I was reminded of an Aaron Rodgers quip that's lasted that I think applies to our Jaguars. Hear me out. It was a couple years ago, right? When the Packers got off to a slow start or they hit a bad spot in the middle of the season. And it feels like it was more early in the year, though, and Aaron Rodgers was being peppered about the dire situation that faced Green Bay. And you remember what he said? He even spelled it out. Yeah, I just say relax. R-E-L-A-X. It's a hard lesson to learn. It's a hard lesson to learn in what seems like incredible urgency in the NFL season. We've been trained to think with only 17 games, every one of them is life or death, will define whether or not you're good. R-E-L-A-X. 0-2, going to Buffalo. It's hard to embrace that. Maybe this will help. Let me tell you how, at least in terms of, let's just narrow it down to Trevor, Doug, and this iteration of the Jaguars. This little foundation of the Jaguars these last couple of years, right? RELAX. Okay. The playoff year, E. If you didn't RELAX at 3-6 or 4-8, you would have just shuttered the building, gone home for the year, and none of that late season magic would have happened, would it?
For sure.
So 0-2 and potentially 0-3 just sure seems like you're at the bottom of a well with, slimy walls you won't climb out of. But I would offer as evidence to the contrary, 4-8 says you can. So let's look at last year. We're 8-3, baby, hosting the Bengals. Pencil us into the bowl. Look out, Kansas City. You're coming through Jacksonville, where we'll have home field advantage. Yeah, perhaps we should have just done a little bit of RELAX, shouldn't we? Huh? Man, got a little bit ahead of ourselves on that one, didn't we? Oh, we forgot what was, I guess, ultimately sage advice. RELAX, man. So, let's take a deep breath. I get it, man. We feed it. It's what we do. If it weren't that way, this wouldn't be as vibrant and healthy as it is, this industry. So I get it. But, man, I read a column, and the quarterback's always a lightning rod, especially when he's things aren't matching up, right? And we all are waiting for more there. But we have a new leader for the worst contract, the worst quarterback contract in the NFL, and you're going to cite Trevor Lawrence after 2 games? Come on, man. What? That's what I mean. RELAX, bro. Let's see where we are. I mean, as bad as it is, as inconsistent, as much more as we want. I mean, if you look at the quarterback ratings, and, we got a middle of the packer right now. We need a top 5 guy. But we got a guy 12 to 15. It's not 30. RELAX. We'll hear from Trevor when we come back. Also hear from Doug Peterson. Schedule just a little bit off. Yesterday, really, for those guys, when it comes to prep work, is more like a Wednesday with a Monday nighter awaiting. I do have a Trevor Lawrence stat that could point to good things Monday night. I'll explain. Talk to Captain Kev on the other side. We got the quarterback whisperer today, and the Friday 5-pack resumes. Update you on the standings there. Offer up a 5. FSU it feels like beyond the brink. Prime time game against Cal. That's right, Cal of the ACC. We've got Ira Schoffel in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll talk a little FSU football. Man. Last time we talked to Ira, he was on the cliffs of Moher, remember? Remember he was in Ireland? Oh, it was the kickoff to what was going to be a glorious coronation, a doubling down on the arrival of the FSU football program. And then, not so much. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. We're The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Game day hits the ground running early with news and notes, fun facts, and the names you need to know with a Terminix Kickoff Show.
Let's go!
5 hours before kickoff. Presented by Clearwater Irrigation and Gatorade on 1010XL.
Hey, John, my dad, Randy Marion's gone absolute Cadillac crazy. You won't believe our Escalade lineup.
Well, how crazy we talking, Jennifer?
Buckle up, folks. We've got over 35 Cadillac Escalades.
35 Escalades? That's luxury overload.
I'm talking fully loaded models, cutting-edge tech, and that signature Cadillac style.
And the deals are even more luxurious. $4,000 Escalade loyalty rebate.
Plus 5% off MSRP on retired courtesy vehicles. Head to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Plus tax tag title $899 MNP and resistol.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Football fans, huddle up. Make Best Bet St. Augustine your game day headquarters. We're serving up the ultimate viewing experience with all the big games on our massive screens, mouth-watering food specials till 2 a.m., drink deals to keep your spirits high, and we're open till 4 in the morning for post-game celebrations. Ante up for your team and score big at Best Bet St. Augustine this football season. For the play-by-play on our game day specials, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet St. Augustine, where every fan leaves a champion.
Pre-Game Friday is brought to you by MyBookie
and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
There's a reason it's called Student Athlete.
Listen for the High School Scholar Athlete Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 on 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
Hey, David again with Royal Pest Services. TAP Insulation stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Keep your home cool, noise out, and pests dead. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free inspection.
Mad Men Marketing, Jacksonville's original digital ad agency, is now able to get your ads placed on Amazon Prime Video. Their digital experts are some of the few digital marketers approved to insert on Amazon Prime Video. Call their digital consultants at 355-1766 to learn how you can use Amazon Prime Video to grow your business and increase sales. Mad Men Marketing. Interact. Don't interrupt.
Thermal Engineers is hiring. Thermal Engineers is a commercial HVAC contractor serving North Florida for over 20 years. Qualified technicians and installers. How does top pay, 401k, and full benefits sound, and a signing bonus? Is it time for a positive change in your career? Join the family-oriented commercial HVAC contractor at Thermal Engineers. Call 230-1172 or go to Thermal Engineers, Inc., an equal opportunity employer.
I want to make our backyard into a paradise, but where do I start?
A few people I know chose CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. They do it all: fire pits, pergolas, and custom outdoor kitchens.
That sounds convenient, but I don't want a half dozen subcontractors milling around.
CSS is a licensed contractor, so they do 100% of the work themselves, from start to finish.
That's perfect. Let's get an estimate.
Well, I already toured their showroom last week.
Ha! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's do it.
CSSOutdoor.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Captain Kevin Favors Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
Oh, it's a good time of the year to fish. We'll get the weather to cooperate. Let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Captain Kevin Favor.
Much better this week, buddy. That's for sure.
Yeah, but he's real. He's right here talking to us live.
Yes.
Yeah, I would assume so. We had a couple of nice days. At least broke up what had been a nonstop pattern. And so, how's that translated? And what can we expect here in the next week?
You know exactly what to expect. Fishing was good this week.
Yes, sir.
It's just a great time of the year to fish the inlets. I mean, it's pretty damn easy, and you don't have to worry about the tide so much. I mean, those reds and trout, and flounder, even snook, they gather around those inlets right now because there's just all that bait's just pouring.
So, Kev,
out of those inlets. Yeah.
When you say fish the inlets, where exactly are you targeting? I mean, are you targeting like the mouth where they meet? Or are you targeting the docks and shoreline near where it is? Or what exactly is the plan?
Most of the time, it's the rocks.
Okay. Just near where it dumps in, or where.
Yeah. And this, a lot of times, whenever you're fishing I'm just going to take St. Augustine for example, because I fish it a lot. There are different rocks that we have nicknamed a bunch of people, and we'll call and say, "Hey, I fished a star rock today," and they caught fish. You really don't have to do that right now. You know what I mean? Those fish are so piled in there. And by the way, you might catch a 30-inch redfish on one cast and a 30-inch snook on the next cast.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
Oh my gosh, it's an absolute blast. And also there's a lot of those 40, 50-pound tarpon around. So you might even hook one of those while you're throwing this little finger mullet up there. So yeah. And then I had one of my very good friends who's a client of mine fish on the end of summer yesterday, and they did a 10-hour trip and went bottom fishing. And he said, Kevin, it was one of the best days he's ever had. Mangrove snapper, beeliners. He said he came home with 20 pounds of fillets. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it was a good day. So yeah, it is a good time. You have to catch the weather right. It's supposed to blow northeast this weekend. So I don't think anybody's going to be going offshore. But also, one thing to keep in mind, Jeff, is we got like a 5.9 high tide tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
It's going to be a great time to go to the flats. You got a little northeast wind blowing like 10 knots. You got 5.9, 6.0 high tide. Keep in mind, 4.5 is your normal tide, and it's going to be. This is a great time to get up in the flats. I like to wade fish. I like to get out of the boat and go find the fish. A lot of guys in their smaller boats, they'll get up there and pole and sight fish to these reds and stuff. Great time.
Well, it's a fun. I mean, you just gave so many. Different options that could await you tomorrow. I mean, you can do it one day if you want. Do them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's absolutely. You go fish the rocks tomorrow. And then Jacks don't play until Monday night. Go fish the high tide on Sunday.
Oh.
Two totally different things to do.
Oh, sounds very alluring. I'm not going to lie. Well,
yes.
Outdoor show tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll all be there. It's going to be fun. Absolutely.
All right, cool. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Kevin Faber, that's what's happening out on the water. Kev, as always, we appreciate you. Have a great Saturday.
All right, buddy. Have a great weekend.
You betcha. There he goes. All right, the weekend will obviously include college football again. We got Florida at Mississippi State. We got FSU at home against Cal. We're going to talk to Ira Schoffel, who covers the Knowles for War chant, has for many, many years. And, boy, he's probably as shocked as the rest of the college football world. That shock now, though, is just kind of turned into, acceptance almost, it feels like. So, how late is too late to get any sort of what could be deemed a successful season turned around? Can't take any more L's, that's for sure. So we'll do that as we move along. Meanwhile, our Jaguars will have to wait until Monday when they go to a very tough place to play. Orchard Park, Bills Mafia, a road game on Monday night under the lights against the Bills. I haven't looked at it. I'm going to either later today or Monday. But in my mind, it seems I recall the Bills playing a lot of primetime games where they don't play so great at home. Like games you think they're going to be a significant favorite. And didn't the Broncos beat them last year? Didn't Russ hit a play in the fourth quarter, Cortland Sutton, and beat them? I remember the Bucks, almost beating them. Again, these aren't terrible teams, but certainly games the Bills were favored. So the Jaguars need to, as best they can, find a way to win on Monday night. That goes without saying. I said yesterday, it's kind of interesting. I feel like within the fan base even, there's this statistical tug-of-war where you just see all this Trevor Lawrence information flying at you from all different directions, this stat that suits him and this stat that doesn't. Here's one that's just a fact. In his primetime matchups in his career, Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night, Saturday night, right? They play a Saturday nighter against Tennessee at the end of the 22 regular season.
Yeah.
In his primetime games in his career, Trevor Lawrence has 8 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a 96.3 rating. That's in 6 career starts. So hopefully we get good Trevor, as good a Trevor as we can get. That will certainly help the cause. We need a little love down there, man. This is a football team that needs to feel a little love. They haven't had a win in almost 300 days.
Team's done a great job. We're together. We're tight. I think that's the biggest thing. It's not fun being pissed and wanting to get back out there. I think that's one of the worst parts about losing, especially when you don't play well on offense or individually or whatever it may be. When you had a bad day like we did Sunday, it's like you want to get back out there and right the ship and go correct it. And you wish you could play sooner. Obviously, physically, you want to recover and you got to get your body back. But as far as just for your mindset, it's like you want to go out there and make those plays that you missed, or correct the mistakes that are easily correctable that you're kind of irritated about. Whatever it is, you want to get back out there and do it right.
All right, so when you're losing and the offense is stagnant and stale, as it turns out dead on, pointed out in the rant on Monday, I meant to send this video to both ET and Hick yesterday when it was sent to me, but somebody just kind of going over the offense, and it does not show well for that playbook. So this guy breaks it down, man, for like 6-8 minutes. Goes through about 8 to 10 Jaguar plays. They're not looking for the fantastic. These are just generic game-to-game plays and showing the utter breakdowns. Like there's a particular pass route where there's 3 guys going out. The 2 outside guys both do double moves, out and up, and then the guy in the slot runs a fly route. No one underneath, no time to hit someone else, no concept of drawing defense here and then there. He pointed out 3 or 4 trap run plays where just the design of the play is going to bring the tackler to where you're trying to fool them. It's just a lot of it was not a good representation of what an offense should look like, especially one that is supposed to be good. One that is designed, as we know, by head coach Doug Peterson. He was asked we don't ask Trevor his evaluation of Doug. Things would get awful sketchy down there, I feel like, right now if we did that. But we do continue to ask the coach his evaluation of the quarterback.
I guess to if you evaluate, Trevor, and I know the quarterback position and gets a lot of scrutiny, I think, but there's a lot of issues that we have to. I say a lot. There's a few issues that we need, just assignment errors that need to be fixed. Obviously, I think he's done a good job. Can he be better? Yeah, he can be better.
Listen, at the end of the day, the greats overcome the adversity. Doesn't matter the offensive line you give them, the receivers. They may not do it every single game. They don't lose 7 in a row. So we're good. Got a ways to go to be great. And to Peterson's point and his pause there, the answer is a pause. It's all wrong. Like I said, this 7-8 minute video I watched yesterday, damning. Damning is just concept and execution of just plays 2 weeks into the season. Plays with literally from the time you snap the ball have no chance. None. Wasted. And there are plenty of clips of this offensive line missing or this receiver running the wrong route or dropping a ball, just as there are plenty of video clips of leaving the pocket too early, not seeing a guy who's open, missing a guy who is. I mean, they just all add up to 100% of bleh, even if there's some measurable percent of success. Consistency, right? You're going to hear more on that in a second. First, more from Doug Peterson and what he expects from his players at 0-2.
Look, it's player-driven. As coaches, we put hopefully the best game plans together that we can, but it comes down to execution, and we've got to coach and teach, and they have to go play. So I can appreciate what they're saying. It tells me that it means something to them, and they understand, we could easily be 2-0, but we're not. And we've got to fix some things, and obviously the players are a big part of that, and they know that. They've seen it. We've shown it to them, and it's a good opportunity for them.
We haven't seen a ton on the field from Eric Armstead. He did have a sack against Miami, right? He made a play in that game, but it's by far, we haven't seen some Calais Campbell splash, right? The comparison we made when he signed in free agency. But he certainly has a perspective, and he is going to be a veteran voice and hopefully a productive one as the season moves along as well. And he can already see an inconsistent team here in Jacksonville. He comes from San Francisco, where they have been the model of consistency. So he sees that. And from a perspective of being in the Super Bowl a year ago, from being a year in, year out winner with the Niners, what's his message to his new team?
It's not time to panic by any means. It's early in the season, and we have an opportunity to do something special. Take a hard look in the mirror. No one is pointing any fingers, because I can't control how so-and-so plays, nor can they control how I play out there. Each individual has to take accountability for themselves, look hard in the mirror. Were you a reason why we won this game, or were you a reason why we lost this game each week? And be hard on yourself.
I think they are. At least that's what we're hearing. We'll see how they play on Monday, and certainly much more on that game today and all day Monday as we couch down to kickoff here on your home for the Jaguars. We got a football fix and more when we return, getting you rocking and rolling on a GFL Friday. That's green for life. Look for those bright green trucks and cans all over the First Coast, and trust them for your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Are your toilets flushing slow? Shower drain starting to back up? Bad smells? These are all major signs that your septic tank needs to be pumped out. Call Duck Duck Rooter to schedule today. The EPA recommends you get your septic tank pumped out every 3 years. Call now if it's due. 904-862-6769. Duck Duck Rooter is Northeast Florida's only master septic contractor that is fully insured. See our Google reviews. Visit duckduckrooter.com. 904-862-6769.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Hey, Hicken here. Are you tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them looking dingy again? Zero Res can help. I'll tell you what, they have the technology. Zero Res uses its patented ZR water that cleans beautifully without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos. That means zero residue left behind. And guess what? Zero Res falling back in time for September. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129, and we'll clean a 4th room for free. That's right. The 4th room is on me. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backwards. It's a right way to clean.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
It's a Monday morning must.
We actually found it!
Yes. Hall of Fame Monday with Tony Baselli. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida. Monday mornings at 7:20 with Dan and Jeff on the drill on 1010XL.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and winning season is back. Football is back, and my bookie is here, baby, to make sure you're ready to cash in on all the action. This season, my bookie is pulling out all the stops with incredible promotions like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, forget about it. My bookie will refund you your wager, but that's just the beginning. My bookie is giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and their Square contest. Get your entries in now for your shot to win huge cash rewards. For a limited time, they're bringing back the double deposit bonus. When you're ready to get started, use my promo code 1010XL to claim your bonus that doubles your money. You heard that right. Double your cash, my boy, with that promo code 1010XL, and now loyalty pays off. With my bookie, the more you play, the more you win. It's simple. My bookie is the lock of the century. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere, and make this season your winning season. Come on, somebody.
Prosser here. I've been telling you for years about Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season finally upon us. Imagine watching your favorite team in your new Lifetime Man Cave, family hangout, or Lifetime's version of a she shed. And now Lifetime is expanding their replacement window division. Make your home energy efficient with their Energy Star rated windows, enclosures, flooring, and windows to fit any and all budgets. Visit the showroom just off Phillips Highway. Proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let Lifetime be your home team.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
This is a one-of-a-kind Gabriel fashion sale.
Rings, bracelets, earrings.
All new for 2024.
For 3 days only.
September 20th, 21st, and 22nd.
Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
This is Hayden Hurst, NFL tight end. I just wanted to say how grateful I am for Dr. Lip and Active Health in Jacksonville. Wasn't sure where my career was going to go this offseason. Had a lot of issues with my back and right hip. Thought about hanging it up, but thanks to those guys, everybody at Active Health, they got me back to where I needed to be. So thankful for the Bulls Pipeline connection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't wait to see where this year takes me out in LA.
Active Health Jacks can help you too. Give them a call today at 904-296-0202 or go online activehealthjacks.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar head coach Doug Peterson says running back Tank Bigsby should be available to go when the team plays Buffalo on Monday night.
He's doing well. He's on track.
The frustration with the performance of the offense is something quarterback Trevor Lawrence expressed at his press conference.
Offensively, we didn't play up to our standard, didn't play the way that I know we can play. I think that's where the frustration was from, more so not looking ahead to the next week.
For Jag defensive lineman Eric Armstead, the best action the defense can take is to take.
Turnover is one of the biggest indicators between wins and losses. As a defense, we have to find a way to get takeaways, force the offense to turn the ball over, and get off the field.
That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Barra & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We got a Shazam spotlight. We'll just shine it bright. Let me call down to the mothership there at the Murray Ford Superstore in Stark. Let them engage the Shazam spotlight. Let's point it south. We find Marlins Park down there. There it is. Shohei Ohtani. Holy cow. Shohei cow. So Ohtani becomes the first 50-50. That's not the Shazam spotlight. I mean, that was just a matter of time. The pace that the dude has set as an offensive player this year. No, it's just how he did it, and just wow, what an exclamation point to a historic season. And I don't think that generic sports fan needed Shohei playing for the Dodgers and Shohei to be 50-50 to capture him. I'm pretty sure we all knew of him. But there is something to be said for doing it under that Dodger logo instead of the Angels. You know, I mentioned he had a 600-something game postseason absence, right? Never been to the postseason. That's going to change this year. But no, the spotlight is just on the way he did it, the night that he had. Dude went 6 for 6. It's happened now 43 times in Major League history. In the history of Major League Baseball, guys have gone 6 for 6. Actually, 6-hit games. Some of those may have been 6 for 7s. I saw a few of those on the list. One dude has gone 7 for 7 in Major League Baseball history. One guy, a guy named Rennie Stennett, did it for the Pirates back in, would have been the 70s. But Shohei goes 6 for 6. He hits 3 homers. He drives in 10. No leadoff hitter's ever done that in a game. Stole 2 bases. He's up to 52 and 51 or 51 and 50. I mean, he's blown by the 50 barrier in both stats, and just, again, puts a couple exclamation points on an unbelievable, what will be an MVP year. And I would never pitch again. If I'm the Dodgers, I wouldn't never have him pitch again, but that's just me. I would let him, just a la the guy he reminds you of, Babe Ruth, did the same thing. Pitched and hit, pitched, and then pitched and hit, and then finally, this guy's too good a hitter. I can't wear him down pitching. I can't risk him injuring himself pitching. I'm just going to sit him here and let him hit 50, 60 home runs every year, and that should be enough. But it doesn't feel like that's going to happen. I think he wants to pitch, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes. It'd be nice if he could round out a little bit and show a little bit more, skill outside of the plate. Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive and save on these big city prices. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. What is, for the purposes of this show, what is WMD?
White man dancing.
What's OMW?
Old man white.
Now, who's our WMD, our OMW? And we love him. We'll hug his neck.
That'll be Daniel
That's right.
Hicken.
Guess we found out the Saints got one, too.
Oh, yeah?
Derek Carr has been fined.
The Michael Jackson?
It's for the Michael Jackson dance.
Because of the hip thrust.
A little hip thrust, a little crotch grab.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Week 2 touchdown celebration.
It was smooth, though.
That wasn't bad. It wasn't, but it's kind of maybe just
a little too much for TV.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just find him because he's white. You can't do that. It's off limits. Carr snuck in the ball from the 1-yard line, a touchdown in the third. The Saints blew out the Cowboys. He did that, a dance move made famous by Jackson that involved grabbing the crotch. The NFL has relaxed some on touchdown celebration rules. But yeah, that one they've deemed sexually suggestive or offensive. Didn't seem to be viewed that way when MJ was firing it off at every sold-out concert venue. So there you go. The NFL week starts with the Jets making a statement. That defense is for real. They had a tough assignment out of the gates against the Niners when the Niners were still almost at full force. Of course, they had lost McCaffrey, but remember Jordan Mason stepped in and did so well. But the Patriots, that upset win over Cincinnati is looking more like a mirage, isn't it? Jets beat them 24-3 last night. The Jets have a schedule that gets tougher as the season goes on, so these winnable opportunities early in the year, it's important that they grab. That's probably where it helps having Aaron Rodgers. He was solid. Wasn't spectacular, certainly solid. And the Jets start the week with a win. 2-1 now in the AFC East. Man, the 49ers just trying to get or keep enough of their firepower on the field, on offense and defense, really. Two names added to the injury report yesterday. Tight end George Kittle, cornerback Charvarius Ward did not participate in practice. Kittle dealing with a hamstring injury. Ward also hamstring and knee issues. Neither player was on the field for the early portion, so now their status is up in the air for Sunday's game. They are already without Christian McCaffrey, as you know, on IR. They are already without Deebo Samuel, who injured a calf against the Vikings. He's supposed to miss a couple of weeks. McCaffrey out until at least the next 3 games. It is just a mountain of injuries, and they've got a desperate Rams team on their schedule this weekend. The Rams fall into that unfortunate statistical category that we found ourselves in, 0-2, and we know what 0-3 means. I think we've explained that. Bryce Young vows to be better after benching, which is going to be easy because he can't be worse. Justin Jefferson says he's for sure playing this week. That's good news for us. You know why? Vikings play the Texans. Listen, when you start 0-2, it's never too early to just root like heck against whoever your rivals are playing, or in this case, thankfully, luckily, the only team in the division you're chasing. Man, it can turn quick. Go upset the Bills. Let the Vikings beat the Texans. You're playing for first place next week. Dare to dream. Got to do that first. I don't want to be guilty of sounding like a Jaguars player. And that is talk. Where's the result, right?
Where's the action?
Yeah, it starts to almost frustrate fans to hear post-game optimism or pre-game optimism, doesn't it? Yeah. Hey, how about this there, Chief? How about get us a touchdown? But Justin Jefferson is going to play this week against the Texans. He says for sure. Sign of the times, I guess. Something seems inherently wrong about this. Here's a guy who has come to Detroit and rebuilt the Lions lickety-split from an absolute doormat laughingstock to a legitimate contender. But how dare they lose to the Bucs?
That's just crazy.
Coach Dan Campbell is selling his suburban home to get more privacy. People figured out where we lived when we lost. Campbell telling the Detroit Business Journal up there's plenty of space. It's on 2 acres. The home is beautiful. Didn't elaborate, but Fox 2 in Detroit reported Campbell's home address was leaked to the public, and he and his family became the victim of pranks and harassment after tough Lions losses, including the NFC Championship game. In fact, the Campbell family has filed police reports. That's disgusting, man.
The Lions fans thought that they were Lions?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, huh?
Wow, I now root for Dan Campbell to get a different job in a better city, and the Lions fans can all go suck on the toilet bowl. Screw you guys. I hope you never win. You just lost my grace. Hard knocks, everything built up. You jackasses have just thrown it away for this guy. I won't root for the Lions. I can't root for you fans. You're disgusting. Go to a Pistons game and start a brawl and leave the wholesome stories to us. That's a Football Fix. You're welcome. Football Fix is brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and Mandarin Home Life Business Auto Bundle Assurance, not just insurance, and the Home Course, the Joint Creek Golf Club. Best value in golf. Tee it high and let it fly, won't you? And I'll see you on the course, the Home Course, the Joint Creek Golf Club.
The The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Every NFL Sunday starts with a kickoff.
All you got to do is put your foot right through the ball.
After the game, we'll crown the special teams player of the game.
He is a difference maker now.
Brought to you by Crown Royal.
This is the last play of the game.
On 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called The Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents in 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank NA, member FDIC.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, there's a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event going on right now at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Monahan's is known for its natural diamonds and gemstones, but we've had so much demand for lab-grown diamonds that now through the end of September, Monahan Jewelers is having a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event. We've brought in a huge selection of lab-grown diamonds and jewelry to meet this incredible demand. Lab-grown diamond sales event now through the end of September at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
If your favorite colors are orange and green, stay close to South Beach this season.
Your source for weekly Canes news and nuggets on 1010XL is the Hurricane Report.
Brought to you by Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve on 1010XL. The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
AC replacement? If your AC unit is ready to go kaput, then it's time to call Florida Home AC. With over $3,000 in tax credits waiting for you on select systems, take advantage of it. Call 777-4300. Get Florida Home AC to cool you off.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about putting your worries in the right bucket. So often we put our worries in our own bucket, but many times they need to be in God's bucket. The Bible says, present your problems always to God. In other words, leave them in God's bucket. Understand that no matter what is out of your control, it's never out of the control of Almighty God.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Have you tried golfing at the improved Cimarron Golf Club? If you haven't, tell you what, you're missing out on the best deal in Jacksonville. Now, many of you have received a postcard in the mail, and of course, if you bring that with you, $45 plus tax to play. That includes a cart, lunch, and a beer at the brand new Stone Barrel Tap House. Now, go to the website, that is CimarronGolfClub.com, and sign up for the Wild One Loyalty Program. That's the Wild One Loyalty Program, and get all of these specials emailed to you from Cimarron.
There are three certainties in life: death, taxes, and if you stay in your home long enough, a new roof. Hicken here for our friends at Lockhart Roofing. Nobody better in Jacksonville. How do I know? They are a local certified Master Elite contractor, and that means they have a GAF Master Elite warranty. That's the best in the roofing industry. In this day and age, don't settle for cheaper discount roofers. Lockhart Roofing has been here for decades. They aren't going anywhere. Call my friends at Lockhart Roofing, 994-3851. That's 994-3851. Lockhart Roofing, Jacksonville's best for Jacksonville people.
Visionaries, builders, and doers, are you ready to change the world? Miller Electric is your opportunity to shape the future. Miller Electric is leading the charge in electric vehicle technology with our state-of-the-art EV Innovation Design Center. We're working to create a sustainable future. We're also the proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, powering their performance at the brand new Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric, we provide competitive pay, unbeatable benefits. Apply today. MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Navy Mutual was created by service members for service members, so we know what it means to serve. Our policies have no active duty service restrictions, so you can rest assured that you're covered no matter your duty station, home or abroad. To go even further, we promise that premiums will not be higher for those who serve in dangerous environments, including aviation, diving, or on deployments. Let us help you protect those you love the most. Learn more at NavyMutual.org.
Lower mortgage rates are finally here thanks to the Fed and Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.59% APR. That's the lowest in 2 years. Whether you got your loan last month or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto. Dump that high rate down. You can lock in at a lower rate fast with virtually no paperwork and usually no appraisals. No limit on how many times you can refi, by the way, so get started. Use this opportunity to get cash out, wipe out your credit cards. You can do a cash out refi, get 50, 75, 100 grand or more out of your home. Use that to pay off all your high interest debt. End up with just one low monthly payment. If you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Purchase loans available as well, so call now. Get your rate quote in minutes. No hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. VA Streamline loans are also available with Loan Pronto. So just get in touch. Call Loan Pronto, 904-999-1508. Also go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508, loanpronto.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. The Gators will be on the road for the first time this season, taking on Mississippi State. Head coach Billy Napier expects it to be a challenge.
History would say that your first road game in this league is always a struggle. So I think you try to educate the player. What does that process look like?
Game coverage starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. on 1010XL. Former Gator running back and NFL Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith expressed doubt about the longevity of Billy Napier's stay at Florida.
We haven't really shown ability to go out and compete at the level that we need to. If Coach is right, that he has nothing to worry about, he can see a 4th year, I'm not seeing it happen.
On Thursday evening, it was a heartbreaking loss for Edward Waters University as they lost with 45 seconds remaining on the clock to Benedict College. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 6:58 at 72 degrees, your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody
You know it! Sweet Friday! Need some emotion, please.
Hey!
Ho! Hey! Ho!
Not necessary. There he goes. Derek Carr.
Friday!
Derek Carr in the studio.
Don't get fined.
Yeah!
Don't go Michael.
We don't need any MJ.
Remember when our teams were good and
No.
Football Friday meant something? Oh,
Yep.
joyous times. I miss those days.
Off to a bad start.
I miss those days of Friday. I miss those days of high school football Friday when my kid was playing on Fridays. That was always fun.
I was thinking about this in Jaguars history, and I bet we're more. This applies to us more than anyone else. We got to be the king of early season misperception.
Yes.
Like
either way.
Right, either way. Like 2 years ago, we're 4-8, we're done. The season's over. We go to the playoffs. Last year, we're 8-3. We're going to win the home field advantage and go.
Yeah.
2018, we started 3-1 and went the wrong way.
Yeah.
We've done it a bunch of different ways. So, you know, you run out of opportunity if you fall too far behind. But, man, it's still all right there in front of them because of who are the next two are against.
Well, I keep thinking they're
got to win games.
I keep thinking they're too good to
we'll see.
Play like they're playing, but we'll see.
Got to execute better. Got to call better, man. I saw you and I were talking about this in the 6 o'clock hour. I don't know if you saw it. Went around yesterday, but 8 or 10 minutes of the Jaguars offense just being broken down. The plays as they're being run, it's disgustingly stale and uninventive and no chance. I watched 8 or 10 plays that literally, Dan, from the snap of the ball, had zero chance of succeeding.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
And again, the person who put this out doesn't claim to be any kind of expert, and you can get all in your feelings and upset about it all you want. Look at the film.
Yeah.
I'll just give you one example, okay, and then people can find it.
Mm-hmm.
They ran a play in the game early, first quarter, I believe, wasn't it, E.T.?
Whirly bird.
Okay. They had 2 outside receivers, Dan. They both ran double move out and ups. They had one guy on the slot. He ran a straight fly pattern downfield. That was the extent. Where do you suppose you're throwing that ball?
That's like playground ball.
First of all, you can't do 2 double moves. It's redundant. You can't look at both. You can't. It's no good to ever have 2 double move deep routes at one time.
You can't, and you did.
Yeah, well, they did.
Yes, you did.
Which tells me probably one of those dudes ran the wrong route. He's probably supposed to come across the field.
That's probably
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So whether it's that or execution, but way too, you know what? We're right about this. We always apply it to tackling. Maybe you're not as far along in veteran as you think, and maybe the preseason we should be sorting out some of these mistakes.
It is amazing that the way that the league is set up now. Look, you have all these OTAs. I mean, by the time you hit training camp, you should know the offense like the back of your hand.
Yeah, fair.
And it shouldn't be any and of course you always, hey, why don't we try this? That's cool, but the base offense you should know, and it's just weird to me that the struggles are there and the numbers are real, man. They are bad, and so hopefully things start to turn on Monday night and things can start happening on the offensive side of the ball. Otherwise, it's going to be a long year. There's one good thing. Josh Allen will turn it over. So maybe there's an opportunity to get a couple turnovers. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I know, and the Jags have had success against Buffalo. I think they're 10-9 all time, if I'm not mistaken.
Beat them last year?
Have some great wins against them. Beat them in the playoffs that one year, 10-3. God bless 4th and 1 tight end, Ben Koyak.
Yeah.
Ben
right.
Koyak, shout out.
That was not exactly a barn burner that day.
On the 1 yard line, a little tight end throw there for the end. Jalen had the pick to seal it, and Tyrod Taylor against Blake Bortles, if I remember correctly. Some of the great ones.
That is right.
All right, well, with that said,
we got Josh Allen the next year, I believe.
Where we all stand are, that's right. Two teams went in different directions after that. Our Dream Fighters poll question, we got a couple today for you, kind of on a national basis. Dream Fighters home, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jags. What 0-2 team has the best shot at making the postseason? And I gave you the 4 that we've talked about. The Ravens, the Jags, the Bengals, the Rams. The Ravens, the Jags, the Bengals, and the Rams. Brought to you by Dream Fighters.
I think it's the Bengals.
I think it's the Bengals.
I do, because they play the last place schedule.
Okay.
And yeah, that's probably the biggest reason, and I don't know enough about the Rams and what their schedule is.
E, what would you say?
Oh, dear.
Ravens, Jags, Bengals, Rams. Jeff votes for the Bengals, who are coming in third right now at 17.4%.
That surprises me. I guess they're going Ravens.
Yeah, I'm probably going Ravens.
Big, 57.6.
I don't know why. I guess their loss to Oakland at home was not as bad as the Jags' loss to Cleveland at home. Oh, checks notes. So, yeah, it was. The Ravens have pulled a Jaguar. They went on the road, lost to a good team, no disrespect, right? You can live with that. Come home, get the win you're supposed to, and then they threw up on themselves like we did against Cleveland. They did against Oakland.
And now they got to go to Dallas like we got to go to Buffalo.
Exactly. That's what I mean. They're like carbon copies of each other. So, part of the reason I didn't say Baltimore is I know they got Dallas this week, and then what's the week after that we said?
It's another Buffalo.
Yeah. So, yeah, no. They got the first place schedule.
Yeah.
The Bengals got the last place schedule.
Who do the Bengals have this week?
It's an easy one. It's a layup.
There are no layups.
Well, Washington. Monday nighter.
Monday night?
Yeah. Do you know that? We know we're part of split audience this week.
What?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Are we really?
Yeah. Jags play at 7:30 on ESPN.
Oh, that's good.
Cincinnati and Washington play at 8:30 or 8:15.
We got the A team.
No, ABC. I don't know who gets the A team there.
We got the A team.
We better. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, and those two, at least in the preseason where that's set up, we should get the A team.
Better have the A team.
It's not, because there is no B team, so they'll have to pull one. They'll have to make one up.
We got a split Monday nighter.
Yeah,
that's a little disrespectful.
A little bit, but we do get the early one. I mean, seriously, Washington, Cincinnati. It'd be fun to look at that. I bet you the country's watching us, especially if it's a good game.
Well, I got an extra question for you.
Nice.
That's what I'm here for. Dream finders. I believe they'll build your home just right.
Passion.
Which of these 4 wild card contenders missed the postseason in the National League?
Are you asking me? I'm not answering this question. Do your little silly poll question.
182 votes.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Like a baseball heart vastages.
Yeah.
Get out the vote. Rock the vote.
Stunning to me, though.
I wonder if we'd have had Taylor Swift endorse your poll, how many votes it would have gotten.
I don't know. We'll never know. She's not a big fan.
This is, okay, you're asking me who people are saying will miss?
Yeah, you got the 4 teams.
Yeah, because the Padres are in. They're not missing. It's impossible.
They're 5.9%.
Yeah, that's 5.9% more than they should be. That's
I think those are the people who
just aren't keeping up.
No, who think of the Padres and think of that song.
Oh, it's hard to get away from that one. They'll never win after that. They got to burn those, not just that song, but those men.
Those people.
They need to find those men.
Sacrifice
them in the gas lamp district.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, take them down to the lamp and just burn those back. I mean, come on, man.
We can't encourage that.
Yeah. E, can you find that? This is why the Padres will never win. We'll play that before we're done here. This is why the Padres.
You know the song.
Sure he does. Yeah.
You think I'm bad.
It is the worst thing ever, dude. It's literally it's a cringer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
The answer. It's terrible. And it's not an indictment on anything other than the dorkiness. All right. All right, so I got to guess who people are saying who will miss?
Yes.
Well, this is a hard one.
Son of a bee sting, we got the B team.
Did we really?
We got the B team.
Who do we got? Like
Fowler,
Levy?
Orlovsky, Riddick, and Rutledge.
Wow.
That ain't right.
Of course we do.
Damn you, NFL.
Yeah, that's bad. We don't get Buck and Aikman?
We don't get Buck and Aikman.
Going down to yellow and brown. That's what's in.
I mean,
that's not correct.
Oof.
Thank you, John.
Bringing me down. So anyway, what was I saying?
The B team.
I was about to make a good point
about the wild card. We switched. I'm
shocked. Who's your? They're gonna say yours are gonna say because there'll be some trolling on. They know you're a Mets fan. They're going to stick it to you.
Right. That's what I would have thought.
No, they didn't do that, huh?
They're saying the Braves
overwhelmingly. Well, maybe they.
Are the Braves fans down on the Braves?
No, the Braves are 2 back with 9 to go. This is a math play.
Bro, it's all going to come down to
I don't care.
Series.
That's fine. If I had a 2-game lead, you know what I'd be telling you right now? You're screwed. That's what I'd be saying.
You got 3 with Miami. We got 3 with
whatever.
Philly.
I'm telling you that's why. You're asking me why.
Yeah, it surprised me.
Yeah. Here's what's going to happen this weekend. You want to know?
Yeah.
We're going to win 2 out of 3. You're going to win 2 out of 3. We're going to have a 2-game lead. We're going to be 2 down with 3 to go. And one of those, we got TBD, may damn well be a bullpen arm, and the other's going to be Morton. Yeah, so that's why. I'm not saying the Braves can't rattle off 7 in a row. Of course they can.
Yeah.
Will they? And then we got the Royals, who suddenly are going to have to win.
Yeah,
the Brewers, in the luncher, he's on my list this morning. They didn't even try last night.
No, they didn't. They got drunk the night
Yeah,
before.
they didn't even try.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that either.
The Diamondbacks are 2 up, and they're at Milwaukee. I mean, I got you guys playing good teams. They're not even trying.
They mailed it in on me.
Damn it.
Mailed it in on me. Anyway, Dreamfinders Homes, 15 communities in Jacksonville to serve you. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. And find that dream home and get that unbeatable rate. And listen, they're there to help you. And those homes are beautiful, man. Check them out, dreamfindershomes.com. They will help you navigate through your home purchase. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. You'll be glad you did.
Some people have seen the video, that I was talking about.
Yeah.
There's another play design where Trevor rolls out to one side of the field, and none of the receivers are on that side. They're all on the other, so he's got to stop, turn his body the other way, and throw.
Throwback.
It's just crazy, man.
Whirlybird.
Worse.
I love it. Listen up, guys. Whirlybird on 2.
Maybe not.
I can't believe we got the B team on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that seems a little disrespectful. I mean,
come on, man. It's Allen and Lawrence.
I'll tell you this. Let me ask you this. What's more valuable?
Yeah.
That 7:30 kick and that 45-minute head start or the B team? Give me the B team at 7:30 all day long.
Do we got a Manning cast?
That's a great question. Do we got a Manning cast? I thought we did, but maybe we don't.
Oh, you mean there's a Manning cast and it's going to be Burrow and Daniels?
Let me see. Manning cast lineup. Schedule. Oh, get some answers right now.
Whirlybird.
I swear to you, if we don't have a Manning cast.
Is there a Manning cast every week now? Did they change that?
No. There's no Manning cast.
Yeah, I didn't think there is one this week. Yeah, because of the double. You got a double header.
They did the first two. They're taking it off.
The ABC game will probably on ESPN too. They'll probably give them double
the Manning
platform.
cast.
Yeah, we're getting the B teams.
We got a slap in the face from ESPN. I'm going to invite all of you now to place that middle finger right up at ESPN and watch the game on CBS 47.
Why don't we do a drill cast?
CBS 47.
We'll do a drill cast on 47.38 on your digital dial.
Listen, I've always said I'd be willing to do any of
that would be so funny.
They'd be great. We'd be screaming,
absolutely,
yelling, and cursing and ranting and raving. You guys would love it.
Yeah,
you would love it.
Overheard in the break.
Yeah. What in the?
Oh no.
EB back there chuckling.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oof.
I tell you who's really disrespected right now. Forget us. It's the Bills.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got a Monday nighter with all the, Josh Allen. We're in the deep every year, and you're sending this Laura Rutledge.
I mean, I have no disrespect, but I mean, I mean, we need the A
That's
team.
fair. And by the way, this is our only Monday nighter. We won't be getting the A team this year.
No.
We have a Sunday nighter, no?
Yes.
Who is it? Is it Philly?
Yeah.
At Philly?
Yeah, it's all going to be about the Eagles. It's going to be like that last Monday night game where it was, here's Jason Kelsey. Let's talk. The Falcons got disrespected badly last Monday night. It was all pro Philly, man.
Oh, yeah.
And it was great
all
for
the pregame.
It was great for Atlanta to steal it.
Yeah.
It was all. Man, what a performance by Shohei Ohtani. Well, if there was any doubt whatsoever, it's gone now. He is your NL MVP.
Yeah, I don't think there was by that stage, but still.
Yeah, he may be unanimous and deserve. I can't argue. I mean,
I will say this.
Yeah.
It's not easy, and
being green.
Well, and I think the era that we're in of society, of judgment, of reaction, of how much history it takes to be historical.
Yeah.
I do think that the 50-50, the way it happened, the spotlight, it's like, he do not pass go, went right by Hank Aaron and Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle and great players in MLB history. It's Babe Ruth and Ohtani.
Oh,
you can pick
you're
a
coming
side.
around.
I'm not coming around to he's the best player of all time.
I went at Murphy last night. Says no.
I'm not coming around to anything. I've never thought Ohtani was anything other than great. I will die not thinking he's Babe Ruth. Because as good as he is, he's never going to reach the standards of dominance that Babe Ruth set.
What do you mean? Why would he never?
He's not going to hit 714 home runs. He's not going to have all the other stats that Babe Ruth had in his career. He's not going to have enough time.
Oh, okay.
But I will say, and in fairness, it's probably not fair to just breeze him right by Willie Mays and Hank Aaron and others. I'm willing to. I'll offer that. It's too short a window. If his career ends tomorrow, it'll be 20th all time. But if you right now in the history of baseball don't want to see a guy at the plate, this guy's close. He's close.
Well, a couple things about that, about last night. First off, with that,
there is a bit of an asterisk on who it was and where it happened. The last home run was off a position player.
51.
I know, I get it. I'm just saying the Marlins are. I wish it had been a bigger brand. It doesn't matter. No one's going to remember.
Yeah.
No one's going to remember.
Listen.
And this will be common because guys will now shoot for it. Other guys will get 50-50. He'll be the first. It's a one-man club now, but.
One thing people have to understand, 50-50 is weird. Like, this is not the most impressive season in baseball history. And I think Shohei Ohtani is the best player of all time.
No, it's just a good verse. It shows his versatility.
There are other things like, there are other seasons like Bob Gibson, 1.12, 13 shutouts. You can rattle off a Ted Williams, triple crowns. I mean, there are other seasons that have been more impressive. The 50-50 thing's a little weird, but he is a 6'4", 210-pound man who can run and stole 50 bases, which is cool. He became the 50th baseball player in Major League history to hit 50 home runs. Of all the guys who have hit 50 home runs, none of them even stole half those bases. So that puts him in rare air.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. His versatility. And if I would take the Babe route if I were he. I'm done pitching. And if I'm the Dodgers, I'm not letting you pitch.
The guy who gave up the 50th home run, Big Mike, is J.U. Dolphin.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's he's been bouncing around this year on different teams. He's pitching for the Marlins. He struck him out the night before.
The Braves handled him pretty good. He had a couple of doubles in the last game of the series, but the Braves handled him pretty decently.
The guy who gave up 51 was playing in Jacksonville the night before. He gets called up. He's a position player. He goes out.
A position
pitches.
player and you see these guys put bad swings on those little lobs. Not Ohtani. Hit at the upper deck.
So that was impressive. So anyway, But I would argue what a marvelous year. He's setting Dodger records.
The guy homered the night before, I think, in fact, for the Shrimp. Like, I think he homered, got called up, and then had to pitch and give up a homer.
He did.
Yeah.
So he gets called up. He gets to pitch against Ohtani and gives up 51. Now, I'm glad it wasn't 50 because you're right. And I appreciate the Marlins skipper who said, yeah, I'm not, we're pitching to him. I'm not going to, I'm not doing that bad karma, disrespect the game stuff.
I like that. And we're terrible. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So he had 3 home runs, 10 RBI. No one in baseball history has ever hit 3 home runs and stolen 2 bases in the same game.
Yeah.
So there were a lot.
I'm down on, and I said the same thing last year with Acuna. These steal stats are kind of bogus to me.
A little bit.
They let him go way too easy a lot of the time.
They wanted stealing back.
The bases are bigger.
You can only throw over twice. If you get him to throw over, then you take off.
There's just so much that makes them, and I just feel like they're like stat padding. I felt like Acuna did that last year with some of the steals at third. They're just kind of almost giving them to him.
Yeah.
I think Ohtani though has been caught stealing too much for that to be considered some great attribute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you still fit, I mean, I don't know what the number is. Like, what's a percentage where maybe you shouldn't steal as much as you are?
Well,
but I thought it was. Is it not? It's not. No, he's only been caught a few times.
Hasn't been caught since July 22nd.
Okay.
92.7
Yeah, okay,
success
then
rate,
never
the
mind.
highest of
That's
any
a
of the
bad
40-40s. Yeah.
Yeah.
20 in the second half, 28 steals, caught once.
Yeah, that's not.
No,
yeah.
the exact oppo.
Yeah.
All right, we got a lot to do today. It's a busy day. So we got to get cranked up here. We're going to have some fun. We're going to Friday 5-pack. What'd you do last week?
I was 3-1. 3-1-1, so I was 3-1 plus 2.
So now you're what? Plus what?
I'm plus 2 overall, and you
plus
are.
2. I'm another -3.
Yeah, you're like -7, I think.
-3.
You were -4.
Yeah, I'm -7. Ooh, that's got some work to do.
Plus 2 and -7, and more picks.
Settle down in there.
Oh, it was woof.
Hey, you're my guy. Settle down.
I got to run to the Jiffy store and get some food.
All right, Jiffy away. We'll be back. We got a whole lot.
I'm going to take off my shoes and come back with Jiffy feet.
Yeah, this is the drill.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Oh, the stats are not pretty, man. 51% completion percentage for Trevor. ETN, 96 yards, 3.8 a pop. That's in 2 games, gang. 2 games. Our leading receiver has 6 catches. I mean, we know the offense is struggling. 30 points is the one that really sticks out. But when you start to break it down, it gets even worse. So, man, this team is in need of an offensive performance, one that they can hang their hat on, one that they can be proud of, one that they can execute. And they better find it on Monday night because, like the proverbial backs against the wall, it's time for the Jags to step up. And that's your Duval Minutes, brought to you by Lift Power. As summer winds down, the job market does not. Lift Power is always on the lookout for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The benefits are incredible. 401k, check. Company vehicle, check. Paid training, check. Sign-on bonus, check. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Reasons why: they're rapidly growing. They probably served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. That's stability. They're family-owned and operated. Man, join up. Be a part of that family. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Do not let a great opportunity slip by. Make the change today. Learn more at liftpower.com. All you got to do to check it out is go to liftpower.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Can you make picks like a pro?
Yes!
The 10-10 Weekly Pick'em Contest is brought to you by MyBookie. Make the best picks and win a pizza party from Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
Are we doing this?
You pick 'em at 1010XL.com.
Love, 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 love being a part of George Moore Chevrolet family, man. When I say family, that's what I mean. That's how you'll be treated when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. So nice, and so are the people. You'll find out what I'm talking about. You know I got my boy Blue. I love my boy Blue. That Silverado, man. But if you're in the market for a car, an SUV, electric, pre-owned, or a truck like me, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. They got it. They also got a Corvette they're giving away, by the way. Go to the social pages and register to win that beauty. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. MooreChevy.com. That's all you got to do. MooreChevy.com. So easy to navigate. Vehicles, there they are. Sales, okay. How much? Service, yeah, I like that. Parts, yeah. Never been more easy to use. It's George Moore Chevrolet, gang. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
When it comes to selling your home, it can be stressful. Take the stress out with my friends, Chad and Sandy Newman. Maybe you're worried you won't sell your home for the price you need. How's this for a guarantee? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. There are no long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. Mortgage rates are down, creating more active buyers and sellers. And if you've been waiting, now is a great time to sell your home. Take Kim in Palm Coast. I needed to move closer to family ASAP, but I had to sell my Palm Coast home first. I tried and failed with another agent. So my family said, you got to call Chad and Sandy. Well, sure enough, as promised, Chad and Sandy did it. They sold my home in 3 days, above asking price. Call the local Jacksonville experts I trust and recommend. Call Chad and Sandy today at 904-414-6200 or go to chadandsandy.com. That's Chad, ANDSANDY.com.
I was so excited when I heard the sandwich was back. What's up? This is Mike.
And this is Celia.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich
Is the symphony of flavors. You can always count on that crispy, tender, juicy chicken. It's so good.
My favorite part is the pimento cheese. Topped off with the honey, it all comes together perfectly. I like the original.
I like the spicy chicken fillet. But either way,
You're getting a winner.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the 4th annual Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. Get your tickets now, starting at just $25 for grounds passes. Public parking is free, and our military get complimentary tournament access courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. The 4th annual Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and X to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Every Friday night in every town in America, communities come together for a time-honored tradition.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. The seasons are shifting, but we're not done with the summer heat just yet. And you better believe your AC is still working hard. So do what I did and call the good folks at Fenwick Home Services and stay stress-free with a seasonal tune-up. Don't wait until the wear and tear of the summer heat causes major issues. Book your tune-up with Fenwick's expert technicians to avoid those costly breakdowns. You can trust Fenwick to get your AC running again and get it done right the first time. Book online at FenwickHomeservices.com.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
I'm Chris Campione. In a world of big box law firms with satellite offices, there's something special about having a local legal team that cares about you and your community. We're not just lawyers, we're your neighbors. We understand the unique challenges facing the Jacksonville community because we live here too. At Campione Law, Campione Cares isn't just a tagline, it's our commitment to you. Campione Law, your trusted lawyers after an accident. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campion. Campion Law.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman.
contact your local Waterboy team. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the Waterboy at waterboyjack.com.
Our first primetime game is here, and we need you to get loud, Jags fans. Stop by the bank September 23rd for our Monday Night Football watch party as the Jaguars take on the Buffalo Bills. Watch with fellow fans, enjoy appearances from the Roar, Jackson DeVille, the D-Line, and so much more. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets are limited, so grab yours for free now by going to jaguars.com/watch party. We'll see you there.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Yeah! All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. It's called the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, he likes to hand out what we call a prize pack. He calls it Razzle Dazzle. Lee, what are you giving away today, sir?
I got a super pack giveaway.
Super pack.
Includes a certificate for 5 days free parking at USA Park.
Super pack.
Plus a pair of tickets to the Constellation Furyk and Friends golf
Super
tournament.
pack.
That's happening October 5th and October 6th. All you got to do is holler at me at the end of the 10-minute drill. Come on, somebody.
What did you purchase from the food court?
I got some
I can't see it. It's in
reconstituted food. This is some sort of cheeseburger.
You don't seem too
I need you to open it
happy
up.
with
Yeah,
the,
you look like
purchase.
you're. Yeah,
No,
you
I'm not trying to do
you don't
anything.
seem
I'm
excited
cool.
about it.
Well, I'm not excited at all. It's terribly inefficient. Barely tasty
cheeseburger?
food. Yeah, I'm not even going to eat the bun. I'm just going to eat some
meat.
Meat in me.
You think that's real meat?
Doubtful. I'm not a big fan of the quality of this. I didn't go to the Dash. The Dash, I know what I'm getting. I got just run up here to the Jiffy store. I don't know what I'm getting. It just doesn't look good. I'm not going to lie. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus here. This
definitely
looks
ain't a
barely
Dash.
but I'll slather some mustard on that bad boy patty and eat
There
it.
you
Get
go.
some food in me.
I miss our lady over there. She retired.
Yeah, did she? I wonder what happened to her. Bald-headed woman. No more.
Yeah, she gone.
That's good. That puts it back in the wheelhouse for me now.
Yeah, you can
After
go back
You ruined
over
it.
there.
You tanked me with that one for years.
I hung you on that.
Yeah, big time. That was a big timer.
Actually, I don't think I hung. I think she was told by the Googans. I think the Googans went at her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her, so I don't care.
Yeah.
She knows that.
She did.
Despite the efforts.
The Jets looked pretty good. Aaron Rodgers, that's how you play quarterback, by the way. He looked, for the old man, he...
Still spry, isn't he? I was impressed with his mobility.
I like how he throws the football, man.
Well, he's always had that flick, hadn't he?
Gosh, and they're beautiful
His little
spirals,
flick.
aren't they?
Flick.
I mean,
I definitely pay attention to his mobility.
Yeah.
He looks mobile. Yeah, he looked like he was just
does make you nervous on that stinking MetLife field, though, doesn't it?
I guess.
Jet life.
Jet life, or they like to call it.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to get overly impressed with the defenses for real. Rodgers had a good night. I mean, there's no doubt. Efficient night, right? More and productive.
27 to 35 for 281, 2
100%.
touchdowns. That's what I would like to see from
And
our guy
by the
one
way,
night.
throwing to Lazard and Mike Williams and, Garrett Wilson's a good, nice player. He is kind of off to a slow start, to be honest. I expected more. You kind of expected Garrett Wilson to real quick become Devontae Adams.
Yeah, 5 for 33.
120 catches, 1,700 yards, that kind of number. We might get there. And I tell you what, dude, that Braylon Allen guy they got is also a fantastic running back.
Dude.
He's a rookie, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's.
What round did he come in?
Whiskey. Whiskey
fourth round, pick 134.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks really nice.
Yeah.
Good idea to draft Wisconsin backs.
They do.
They run it up there now.
They got some.
Yeah, they told that.
That's what they do.
They usually got some thickness to them too.
Well, this is just the latest. Dude. He's been very, very good for them. I mean, it's allowing them just to use Reese Hall with as a with some support.
Yeah.
Did we ever get a detailed explanation?
7 sacks by the Jets last night.
Yeah, they were all. Look, the Patriots aren't good. It's gonna. I think what's going to happen.
I was thinking about
We're
this.
going to look back on the Patriots, and one of their 3 wins is going to be that.
I was
win
thinking
at
about
Cincy.
this. Remember, who's done it before? We've done it.
The Panthers
win the
did
opener and lose every game.
The Panthers did it.
We did it, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we did.
We won 2. I thought
we did.
Yeah, I think. Or no, did we only win
Yeah,
one?
we won 1 game that year. Just
1
the
and
first
15.
game.
Yeah,
won the first game.
Yeah, Minshew beat the Colts. I think.
Yeah, Minshew.
Shoe.
The Chew, man.
She was getting it done.
And we ended up, tanking for Trevor. How's that working for us?
So bad.
2020, 1-15. Came back in 21 with a 3-14.
I'm pretty sure the year that they, with Winky, I'm pretty sure the Panthers won the first game and then lost their next 15.
I know. And I think there's been teams that have done this before. So I think
I don't know if they're quite that bad. I trust Mayo and his toughness for them to grind out some wins. I think the running game is decent, and the defense is decent, but they can't score, man. They got no offense. The quarterback play is...
Well, next up is the Niners, so welcome to 1-3.
Probably.
And they get the Dolphins at home. Maybe they could win that. They have the Texans. They have the Jaguars in London. Oh, boy.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do us like that.
I can't... Am I not allowed? I feel like I get like...
But do the Jets look...
I feel like I'm getting fan-shamed for believing that the Jags can go win this game. I mean, we're 10 days away from being right back in the thick of it.
Or packing up the balls.
Okay. Why do I have to put the or in? Can't I say we're this?
Well,
we're capable. They win.
Well, certainly they're capable. Are you willing to say they're going to?
No, of course not. No one can.
Right. Just to put a button on the Jets, do you think they're contenders after watching them
I don't think that they're a contender to win the Super Bowl, but I tell you what, if the defense plays... Listen, and this is the league. The Jets look pretty damn miserable against the Niners.
Right.
They were dominated.
Right.
They didn't look like they belonged on the same field with that high-level contender. So, I'll balance it with that. And they beat the Titans and the Patriots, arguably at the bottom of the AFC power rankings right now.
Well, they got the Broncos Vikings coming up
and
next.
Those are two. Again, we've talked about this a little bit. This is the part of the schedule where
they got some advantages with the schedule. They got some advantages, so. They still have a trip to Pittsburgh. They got the Bills, of course. They got the Texans. They got the at Arizona's a tough one. Seahawks. It's all a lot about Aaron Rodgers staying healthy. Nice little.
I think they're a playoff team.
Yeah, nice little relationship between Aaron and the coach, though. That was nice.
What happened?
He comes off the field and
it was awkward.
Salah goes to hug him, and Rodgers. Not only did he shove him away, but he gave him that death stare. Yeah, it was the look, right?
Yeah, all of it together.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, they said afterwards it was no big deal and it probably wasn't. It was like Rodgers ain't a hugger. Okay, that's number one, and then number two was like. He said, well, he's always preaching 2-score games, and we didn't have a 2-score lead yet. So I was like, not yet. And they read his lips, and that's basically what he said. So something to that. It wasn't that big a deal, but of course, the camera caught it perfectly.
Yeah.
So.
Well, listen, Aaron Rodgers has been out of sight, out of mind for a year. He's a weird dude.
Correct.
It's part of what led him out of Green Bay. He is an odd dude.
Odd bird.
He's an all-pro quarterback who goes on a hallucinatory trip every offseason.
Correct.
He's Bill Lee.
He's a spaceman. Is what he is.
I mean, maybe not quite that far gone. I went back and looked, and I landed on feeling like I overstated the good weekend of college football that's coming.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's really not that much on there at all.
Yeah.
I mean, Michigan USC should be a good game, but it doesn't feel like Michigan is capable.
USC's going to whack them.
I mean,
mollywop them.
And at the end of I know you have a company and feeling like Miami USF could be a sneaky, a close game. But at the end of the day, it really feels like you got Tennessee, Oklahoma, and nothing else. Just like we had Texas, Michigan, and nothing else.
I agree.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Again, without the local, you get the Gators at noon and the Noles at 7. What are we watching?
Well, for me, it'll be the Gators at noon, the Mets at 4, and the Noles at 7. So that's what I'll be watching. I don't know what you'll be watching, but
I don't either because I'll be to a really, really important point of the Major League Baseball season, and I won't be able to watch the Braves because they're playing the Marlins.
Oh, so no, they're on now.
They let them do it now?
Yeah.
Are they on local again, you mean? Oh, they lifted the whole Bally thing?
Yeah.
Oh, they've been back?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know that. I haven't been in forever.
No, they've been back.
Oh, so Bally's back in agreement with Xfinity or whatever.
Well, whatever. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
it's
you
kind of like
watch
that DirecTV
401 or whatever. That's where you watch it. Okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was still gone.
Oh, no, they're there.
Okay, good.
You'll be able to watch it.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a lightning preseason game they have to show, or maybe they're contracted with FIU.
I do think the Rangers and the Bruins go here in the next week.
Nice.
On the ice preseason style. So, yeah, those boys are back at it, too. So, hockey is back.
Are you over the disappointment of last hockey season? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for a championship in something. I'm excited about the Knicks.
Who'd they go get?
Huh? Nobody especially.
Oh, I thought you went and got somebody to add to.
We did, but nobody big.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody that's like,
Right.
we didn't go get Connor McDavid.
Right.
And we didn't go get Sid
No,
the
I was
Kid.
talking about the Knicks. Didn't the Knicks go get someone?
Malik Bridges.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Bridges,
Yeah. Knicks are in. Well, they lost.
Yeah, because I don't care much about the hockey. The NBA gets my attention.
No, they lost Hartenstein, but
he
was a
decent player, role player.
Really
Those
good,
guys matter.
Really good.
Those guys
role player.
matter on
Yeah.
teams that go from.
Bro, I can't tell you how many times.
Because that's who the Knicks are. They don't have superstars.
No.
You know, Brunson is that guy on steroids.
No, it hurts.
I mean, probably should be a superstar, but he's not considered one.
It hurts. So, anyway. All right, 641-1010. That's the number to dial. Tell them what they're going to win.
Super PAC giveaway, including the certificates that gets you 5 days free park from USA Park, plus a pair of tickets to the Constellation Furyk and Friends golf tournament that's going down October 5th and October 6th.
The patty wasn't that terrible.
Okay, good.
But does the bread does that look some sort of...
it's edible.
What are all those dimples, you think? What are those about? I'm not eating that. I never was, but I'm just curious what that's all about. Did I interrupt you, E? I thought you were done.
No, I was done, my boy.
All right, good.
All
Let's come back with more on the other side. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life.
Woo!
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day, anytime. Hicken here for my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for a long time, taking great care of me, but he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of medicine, and I sure am going with him. Why? Because he's the best. You need an appointment. Sometimes, you deal with doctors, the next one's available is in a month, and you're not feeling well. Well, Doc T gets you in right away. Medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. Think of it like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost, it'll surprise you. And as far as physicians, Rick Townsend's the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. Doc T's been a fixture in our community forever. So, whatever you need medically, yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups, Doc T has you covered. Learn more at mypvconcierge.com. That's mypvconcierge.com.
Are you an experienced plumber or welder with MedGas certification and you're tired of being undervalued? It's time to make the move to local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. With the best pay in the business, you'll earn $36.50 an hour. With benefits, that's almost $50. It's not just a job, it's a career that values you. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Pre-Game Friday is brought to you by MyBookie
And Dream Finders Homes.
on 1010XL.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Hicken here. Are you tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them looking dingy again? Zero Res can help. I'll tell you what, they have the technology. Zero Res uses its patented ZR water that cleans beautifully without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos. That means zero residue left behind. And guess what? Zero Res falling back in time for September. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129, and we'll clean a 4th room for free. That's right. The 4th room is on me. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backwards. It's a right way to clean.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hunters Know Patience is part of the game.
Just got to keep hunting.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnit Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Did you know you can charge the all-new Honda Electric Prologue in the same receptacle as your phone? You don't need these special charging stations at your home. Simply plug in your Honda or your phone. See your local Honda dealer now. We're electrified.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Think you can't afford to buy a home? Think again. Lennar offers a range of new homes at affordable prices with a simple and hassle-free buying experience. Every home comes with our Everything's Included package, which means you get premium features and upgrades at no extra cost. For a limited time, enjoy rates as low as 3.99% and no closing costs on select homes when you finance through Lennar Mortgage. Call us at 904-917-2372 to find your dream home today. Lennar, the home for you.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. It's been winning season for our listeners over at MyBookie. We're getting a lot of love through the text line with people cashing in. I've been betting too. It makes the game so much more fun. You don't have to bet a lot of money, but it's entertaining. Here are my pro picks this week. The Steelers and Chargers total points has been bet down to 35.5. Look, that's way too low. You got to take the over on that one. I also love to bet against the Titans, and I think Jordan Love is going to be active this weekend for the Packers. But regardless, LaFleur did such a great job with Malik Willis in the win over the Colts. I like the Packers over the Titans. The Falcons are coming off a short week, playing last Monday. The Chiefs are coming to town. Give me Kansas City minus 3.5 over Atlanta. Mahomes over Cousins. For a limited time, MyBookie is bringing the double deposit bonus back. Use that promo code 1010XL. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
This is Corona Premier. It's the light beer you didn't know was a light beer. Until right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, Corona Premier and unexpectedly light beer.
I'm Frank Frangie for Ricketts Electric. Hurricane season is here, and now's the time to think about a home generator. My friends at Ricketts Electric can make sure your home always has power. They can install the perfect generator for your home and are even offering a 10% discount this month if you mention 1010XL. So call my friend Zach Ricketts today at 904-320-5960 or find them on Facebook. That's Ricketts Electric, the city's best power connection. Call them at 320-5960.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar quarterback Trevor Lawrence continues to have the support of head coach Doug Peterson.
He's on track. He's doing some really good things. I think too, when it's not there, he's done a good job of holding it down, either running or finding the back.
Tempo is something the Jag QB Trevor Lawrence wants the offense to control.
It's always nice getting on the ball and going and attacking the defense. You feel like you get them on their heels a little bit, and when a team goes up tempo, it changes for the defense.
The challenge in facing Buffalo, Jag defensive lineman Eric Armstead sees as an opportunity.
Monday Night Football on the road in Buffalo. It's going to be a huge challenge for us. The things I'm thinking about in a primetime game is an opportunity for us to get things turned around.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the program. Gators play football tomorrow at noon.
Some people call it that.
It's just
What's going on
It's
with
sad.
Trey Wilson? Is this guy jaking it a little, or is he
No,
hurt?
he had surgery.
He is hurt.
Yeah,
okay.
he had knee surgery. He got his knee scoped.
Okay.
He's out.
Because they
for
were
a few
saying
weeks.
wrist, and I'm like, wrist, and then it
No,
ended
it's
up
his
being a knee.
Yeah. I think Slackman had some knee surgery too. There's a couple guys who are out.
I'm alarmed. It's amazing. This jumped out. This is week one.
This is
it just sets up for Mississippi State to win this game.
Oh yeah, but this is you talk about uncomfortable avenue now. I mean, the coach has to do the dang coach's show, and people
are more uncivil than ever because social media's taught them to say whatever you want.
Yeah,
and never mind manners.
I think the people there aren't, but it's just it's nothing you want. I mean, he brings in some special team. Jamarcus Weston kid has been around. This guy's going to play in the NFL on special teams because this is what you're offering me. I mean, you're supposed to be offering me an All-American tackle and a 5-star defensive end, and
it's no bueno.
It's just a sad time. But yeah, listen, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say. It's
to get to 1-0 and atop the SEC. You can do that. Oh no, we already lost to Texas A&M.
We're 0-1. We're the seller.
You're right.
You can cement yourself at the bottom of the barrel with a loss.
Why did the closer I get to the Tennessee-Oklahoma game, I feel like Tennessee will choke because they seem to always do when you expect the most out of them.
Oh, let's ask Charlton K. Gainey. He's on the line.
I'm not saying that like mean.
He's going. He's in.
I know.
I don't know if he's there now.
Have you been there before, Tim? To that stadium?
I've been to Norman. I've been by the stadium. Haven't been there.
I bet that'll be cool.
Gentlemen.
Morning.
Are you going with Tennessee guys? He's
going with his son.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Little Tim.
Are you there yet? Where are you at?
I'm in Louisville right now.
Nice.
I picked up Little 10 last night at DFW.
That's awesome.
We are
that sounds like fun.
Driving up to Norman. We're going to play the Jimmy Austin Golf Club. That's the home of the Sooners.
Nice. That's a nice club.
It is.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Just time with your son. We were in Charlotte for that one. We'll be in Norman tomorrow night for that one, and then we'll be on the Hill for the Florida game.
Oof, that'll be a good one for you. You guys will dance on our grave that night.
Oh, you're gonna have a fun day that day.
Oh, that jig they're gonna be doing with that
Charlton.
that jug of moonshine is gonna be.
That's 30 years of frustration.
Yeah. It's gonna be ugly.
Score another one, double chin. Score another one.
It could be that, but let's take them one at a time. I think we have an opportunity tomorrow night. If we play our game, we can go in and win that game. I'm not impressed with.
I don't think Oklahoma's all that. To be honest with you, they've been.
I'm uncomfortable handing Tennessee this mantle of a 7-point favorite at undefeated Oklahoma. That just doesn't sound right.
Did
to
you
me.
see who they played and beat?
I have. Yeah.
I don't know. I think now the one thing is the young kid.
Tulane's a pretty good team.
Yeah.
I mean, Tulane's been.
Yeah.
They got a couple of guys on defense. The safety's All-American, Bowman, I think his name is, and number 32. He is disruptive, but I just don't think. It's just my feeling that once
I think Tennessee will win. Don't get me wrong.
We can stress your defense pretty quick, and
that quarterback's the best one since Peyton.
Well, and our defense has played well so far.
Well, they got the number one player in the draft. Some say.
We haven't given up a touchdown on offense in the last 4 games.
Enough of this. Yeah, I mean, I got to go. Love you.
Come on!
Yeah, I can't.
We don't need a breakdown.
What am I doing? I mean, I listened to the
give him a shout out for
I listened
going.
to a segment on the Mets, and I listened to a segment on Tennessee.
We had a segment on the Mets?
I'm in hell. I'm just saying in general, theory here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in hell right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it started with the
cackling, giggling, and cackling.
It started with the Gators, but again, there's like I said, this is the first time I think in my Gator fandom where I just have zero hope.
And it you know what that bleeds into, Dan?
Yeah.
Even for someone who loves sports as much as we do, look what we do for a living.
Yeah.
Interest.
Yeah.
It bleeds into interest.
Well, I'll tell you where it gets me too, because I know this is coming. By the way, I cringe when I look at when recruiting stuff hits me in the face. Like I cringe at Gators top 50 wide receiver 4-star so and so had big game Friday night, and I'm thinking, oh gosh. I hope Blaine gets in here soon enough so he can keep that kid.
Yeah.
There's
going to be a lost year here.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to go backwards to get forward.
Cringe-worthy.
But year 2, you can be good real quick if you get the right coach. You get a Lane Kiffin, he can come in and go 5-7 next year and be 11-2 the next.
Depends on who stays. If nobody stays,
you can rebuild it from the beginning.
Good luck.
You can do it quick now if you're good. You got to be good though. Got to get the right guy. I'm not saying you can just bring in anybody and do it.
I think that it's.
I
I
would
think
expect
for
Lane
you to
Kiffin-
say that without really. In the old days, that's true. We don't know in college football anymore if that's possible. Like, can you do it that quick? I hope you can. I think maybe you can.
Well, I mean, first of all, we're not taking over, Missouri and making them great, or,
we have
Vandy or South Carolina.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
If
that's the talent that you have.
I get it, damn.
Yeah.
It's dull as the brand is now. Come on, man. Don't put the Florida brand on line with turning Missouri or South Carolina around. What are you saying?
I'm saying that's
You're saying Florida
I'm saying that
to challenge
Missouri
winning at Florida.
Missouri is a much better program right now than Florida. Our
You're talking about, like,
linebacker
right now.
our linebacker left Florida to go to Missouri
All right, so I'm
last
gonna
year
ask
and then
you
go
this
to the
question.
NFL.
I'm going to ask you this question seriously, honestly. Do you think Missouri ever in your lifetime is going to win a national title? I'll remind you, they never have.
No.
Do you think Florida can?
They can.
One can, the other can't. Therefore, that's a better job. It can happen faster. That's all I meant.
Yeah, but
I mean, we're not arguing Texas, Florida. What are we doing?
no, but you're saying a good coach will turn around just like that in the second year and win. I don't know if that's
win the
true.
title.
I don't know if that's true anymore. I don't know how. Because you're going to go rock bottom here, and it'll be interesting.
Okay.
It's
not.
not.
Kirby's.
It's a bad situation, man.
I mean, I guess I don't understand the win. Are you saying just now because there's a transfer portal or an NIL? You can't
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Well,
Yes
I think
and
that makes
yes.
it easier if you're good.
Yes. Yeah. I hope so.
I mean, we'll see. We got some in play right now, but if you're not going to allow all the guys that have done it to count anymore because suddenly there's some fluctuating circumstances, then I guess I'll have to wait.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Matt Rule. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm saying as far as somebody who has taken it and taken over a terrible situation and had him winning within a couple of years. Did Josh Heupel not do that at Tennessee? But he doesn't count because there's no portal. Lane Kiffin just did.
I'm just saying it's a different time. It's a different time and age in college football, and I don't know how it will work. We can surmise, we can guess, we can hypothesize, but I don't think we know.
Yeah, I think it's all the same for everyone else. I think great coaches that would be great with this system or that one or this transfer rule or that one will end up that way. Now, whether or not they are, I guess, is also – you also find out if a coach is great when he goes from Ole Miss to Florida.
By the way, we've gone 0 for our last 4 in picking the coaches, too. So, what about Dan Mullen? See what Dan Mullen said yesterday?
I didn't.
He annoys me. Danny, on his way out the door, told Scott Strickland, you ought to go hire Lane Kiffin, according to Dan Mullen. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I can.
That would have been the right move.
That's on 3 Sports if you want to find it right there real quick and play it. On 3 Sports on Twitter. Dan Mullen was doing a podcast. He said, hey, if I were you, I'd go hire. They were just talking about things, and Mullen was done. He was getting pushed out. And, if I'm going out, you ought to go get Lane Kiffin. Well, if that's true, then yeah, he probably should. Well, not he should have. He was right. And Scott Strickland didn't do it. And I think that's why I can't. From what I've been told, there's no way that they're going to allow Scott Strickland to pick the next coach either.
Do you think Lane would leave Ole Miss where he has them going right now to eventually take over Florida?
You know what's pretty funny? When I got let go at Florida a couple of years ago, they asked me, and I said, hey, I'd go hire Lane Kiffin right now. I said, if you're going to get rid of me, I'd go hire Lane Kiffin from Ole Miss right now. He kind of has that little bit of that, Florida, they love points. He's going to continue the offense to run points. He's walking in. You're walking in with an Anthony Richardson. You're walking in with a top 5 draft pick at quarterback. So the program's in good shape offensively that way.
When you didn't
there
play.
were some high-powered receivers committed and on the roster. And so I think he would have been a great fit right off the bat. But that was several years ago, and he's now gotten Ole Miss to, being in playoff contention. So I don't know if that's something that would interest him or not. It'd be, you never know in the coaching profession why maybe someone's making a decision. They're going to have their personal or whatever reason to do it. But, I think a couple of years ago, he probably would have taken the job if offered it to him.
Wait, so.
Interesting.
To the point of the potential of a turnaround, Ole Miss was 5-7, 4-8. Lane Kiffin came in, went 5-5, and then 10-3. And now they've been 11-win season last year and in contention this year.
Curious about their NIL program. Obviously, they have a better one than Florida does. So
You're right.
That goes back to my systemic issues with the University of Florida.
Well, I think the coach that comes in changes that. And so you would
You'll demand it.
It would it would make it more attractive if he comes from a situation where they know what they're doing.
You'll have to.
What y'all are doing, do it here.
Yeah.
Same thing.
All right, we'll head towards the 8 o'clock hour. This is the drill. We're on 1010XL.
At the Whisperer next,
FM.
no?
I believe so, yeah.
Denny Thompson, the quarterback whisperer. We talk more football. It's a GFL Friday on the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. You saw what happened. Jeff Lageman tells you why it happened.
And here's how you know you're right.
Jeff Lageman checks the tape for you. Tuesday on Jaguars Today. Brought to you by Napa Auto Care.
10 to noon on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at golfteerepair.com. Now, listen, gang, we don't really fix golf tees, man. We make you look good. We just want to have some fun around the game we all love, and that's the name, golfteerepair.com. That's the site you got to go to when you want to see all the affordable golf wear for Jacksonville guys and ladies who love to play. We got polos, T-shirts, hats, hoodies, and we got them in great themes. We got the Duval theme. We got Florida theme, Florida State, Georgia. You name it, we got it. You got to check them out. Polos, T-shirts, hats, and hoodies. GolfTeeRepair.com is the site to go to, though. And let me tell you something. Made out of bamboo, all natural materials, comfortable, breathable clothing. It's terrific stuff. GolfTeeRepair.com is the place to go. You'll always find the deal or a wheel on GolfTeeRepair.com. So check them out. You'll be glad you did. From hats to hoodies to polos to T-shirts, we've got it all. GolfTeeRepair.com.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. And if your dream is to create that space where you're living large in your backyard, then you need to get with the good people at CSS. They put a gas log in our fireplace, an awesome fire pit out back where the kids can toast s'mores and we can just hang out and watch the game. It's all part of your outdoor living experience with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Arrested? Got traffic tickets? DUI? License problems? Gun charges? Drug charges? If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at TrustlineMortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
I'm Hacker, and I'll get you more Gator chomps during the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. New episodes drop every Friday. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
If the Florida heat is getting you down and you're sweating up a storm, fire up a phone call to Florida Home AC and order an AC tune-up. It's the best way to beat the heat and keep your AC unit working at peak performance. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for their tune-up special and make sure you're primed for the peak of that heat. Florida Home AC, the official AC provider of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and just a phone call away at 777-4300. Order that tune-up today.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about putting your worries in the right bucket. So often we put our worries in our own bucket, but many times they need to be in God's bucket. The Bible says, present your problems always to God. In other words, leave them in God's bucket. Understand that no matter what is out of your control, it's never out of the control of Almighty God.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 through October 26th at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra, Preferred PT in Fleming Island, and also at Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and Brooks Rehab at World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th, as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kick off the set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
All right, gang. Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. That's Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, and they're 2 of the very best in the business. They are the best in the business. They've been watching my skin for a long, long time and helped me out through some Mohs surgeries and some basal cells and some other things I've had to get removed. And Dr. Fader does a great job with the Mohs surgery, and they're there to help you. But they want you to stay safe from the sun. They want you to wear those floppy hats, those long sleeve dry fits. They want you to put on the sunscreen. Protect yourself, especially down here in the Sunshine State. If you see something that is concerning, though, on that skin, they're the best to go to. They're Beaches Dermatology. Just give them a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by JEA. With the adversity facing Florida this early in the season, head coach Billy Napier was questioned about the team, hearing his message to hang together.
100%. I would say that, again, I think that's one of the strengths of this team. I do think we've got some credible leadership.
FSU head coach Mike Norvell, when his team faces Cal, he has expectations of the offense.
Offensively, we want to continue to push the tempo, and how we're operating, and that's something we got to continue to focus on as we're rolling through.
There's some strong high school football matchups this evening. Mandarin will face the USA Today Florida Network Super 25 #1 ranked IMG Academy. Bishop Kenny will host Beachside. You can hear the game live this evening on 1010XL. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. Denny Thompson's here. I got some good questions for Denny today. Tough questions.
You need to get
like
the hearing checked out is what you need to do. Huh? That was loud.
Me?
Yeah, just plugged into your headphone thing.
Oh. I'm an old guy. I'm half deaf. Can't see.
He had it to 10,
Jeff.
Sound like a dog. A hound dog.
Denny, why don't teams take the Stoops blueprint on Georgia football and you apply it? Kentucky's nothing. They're an okay team. They're nothing special, but they have held Georgia. I think I read this 17, 14, and 13 points in 3 of the last 10 meetings. Georgia's won all 3 games, by the way, which, again, is a tip of the cap to those nut jobs that just win. God, they never lose. And tip of the cap to them. But Kentucky knows how to defend them. What is it?
That's funny you say that because I would be the other way. And if I'm a Kentucky fan, I'm going to ask Stoops.
Why can't you?
How is it that you can play Florida and Georgia this way every year? Like if you only watch those 2 games, you would think that Kentucky was a top 3 team in the country. And then when I turn Kentucky on with any other game that they play,
that's fair.
It's not like that. But
I'm just trying to solve the riddle of Georgia, though. I mean, this team hasn't lost since 2020 in the regular season, bro.
Well, there's a couple things they do really well. Is they tackle really well.
Yep,
Kentucky does.
Okay,
and it's.
Did you go to that game?
No, I didn't.
Right.
But they tackle really well, and they play a type of coverage that does a really good job of just keeping everything in front. Now, I think that if you look at that game, I was telling somebody, if an NFL team came to me and said, hey, what's a game that you want me to watch of Carson's, I'm going to say that game. Because Carson, while he had some missed throws, that was an NFL physicality type of football game.
Okay.
That he just took what the defense gave him and eventually won.
I didn't see a lot of it, but I flipped it on. First off, Stoops on 4th down, and Jeff, I don't think you agreed with me as much, or it didn't overwhelm
no,
me.
I was
but
okay
I thought it was
because
stupid.
because of the.
But what I did like,
they're not getting it either way. But I thought they were playing defense, try and pin them.
I think you got to go for it. But what I did like,
what happened? Did they punt it into the end?
No, they punted it. Georgia got the ball, and then they let Carson.
But did they at least pack them in? I can't remember how deep they pinned them.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember.
I thought they got it like the 20. That's what made it end up looking worse.
But anyway, what I liked about it from Georgia's side is they trusted Beck to make a throw, and he ripped a 25-yarder to midfield, and that was ball game.
Yeah. No, I mean Kentucky has it's SEC. Like you walk in every now and then, and you just know I better strap it up.
Well, 2020 they beat them 14-3. 2022, 16-6, and then 13-12 this year. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Wild.
You can't. But yet Georgia.
It's like what Vandy used to do to Florida in Spurrier's heyday.
Well,
similar.
Not like that. I mean, we're talking.
Well, when Georgia's offense also isn't the story as much.
We're talking. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's impressive, and Kentucky does it to Florida too.
Now, with that said, this is wonderful for Kirby and the Dogs because now he can scream and yell even more.
Yeah, in a bye week.
Yeah.
Or a bye week with Bama next.
Yeah, and you're going to, this is unacceptable. This is not our standard. This is blah, blah, blah. I mean, he'll kill them, and they'll come out frothing at the mouth for Alabama.
Hey, I heard y'all talking on the way here, though, about the whole Lane Kiffin thing. And I think I'm going to tie it into this way.
Okay.
Kirby's done a really good job of that recruiting / portal thing when you look at that team. Probably the best job in America because a lot of their talent is homegrown and they do a really good job of recruiting, but he has done a remarkable job of the places where he feels like maybe we can get a little bit better even though we're good, going and plugging that guy in and not to throw his name, but like ETN, right? Like that type of thing. I know.
Get him out
My
of here.
bad. My
Get
bad.
him out
my
of
bad.
here.
My point with all that being like there's only a couple guys that could do that. And when I was listening to y'all, I think if they can somehow go hire Lane Kiffin,
he can do that.
He can do that.
Yeah.
He can do that. I think they absolutely could win right away, year 2, whatever it is. My bigger question that I have about that whole story y'all told is, did they not call Lane Kiffin the first time?
Well, that's why he can't hire the coach.
I mean, didn't y'all just assume?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he liked the fact that Billy was nice to the guy in the street. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Wild.
Terrible.
Wild.
I mean, it's rock bottom. There's nothing there that I can tell you.
You can win quick, though. If you spend the money, you can win quick.
Well, you better have a quarterback. Yep. I know that.
That's my point, though. He'll have one.
He'll have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll definitely have one.
I'm just looking. I don't know enough about Georgia, so I'm looking at some of their transfers because you mentioned that, and I know they got that big receiver from Miami.
Yep.
That's
another receiver from
That's a
Vandy.
nice compliment.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Then they get a tight end from Stanford who's plays and has made some plays. Obviously, they got who's dead to us. They got...
Yeah, there's a receiver from Vandy in there.
They got Michael Jackson III from SC. Oh, yeah, they got the receiver from London Humphreys. Yeah.
Yep. Good player.
So they got some guy. Yeah, they got the guy. And look, they had a lot of guys leave too, but they're so loaded it doesn't. I haven't seen any of these guys do anything yet.
Yeah, they go through a stretch here though.
By the way, your boy.
And by the way, the Kentucky times they've come close. This Georgia team's going to lose. They're not as good as they've been. They're not. Because Kentucky's played them. Not like that, they haven't. Not beat them the whole game, lose at the very end. They've, it's like a win if you lose 16-6. But you didn't cross. One of those games you just referenced, they played them tough. I recall Kentucky didn't cross midfield.
Yeah.
Like they've had. So that team, like you can get dominated to a degree and still lose, 20-16.
Well, like we said, Georgia's
that
the
other night was just not. That was not good football by Georgia. It looked different than even the other close ones to me.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's what it was.
And Kentucky, by the way, got clocked by South Carolina.
The South Carolina front's fun to watch, man.
Yeah,
that front four South Carolina has crazy talented. They're a good football team, by the way. And for a guy that was about to lose his job,
yeah.
But I guess the reason I say it is
up.
the things that you're saying that Kentucky does well, guess what? So does Tennessee. So does Alabama. So does the SEC, right?
Well, that's where I was going. Look at the stretch that Georgia's about to go through of teams.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're going to find out real quick what they are.
Yeah, I just think, and again, I'm not saying Georgia, oh my gosh, all right, the dynasty's over. I'm saying
I don't know that anybody goes undefeated this year.
Okay. This looks like they could go 10-2.
Yeah, well, they play Alabama on the road.
Right.
They play Texas on the road.
Right.
And they play Ole Miss
Yeah,
on the road.
I get it. And they've played those teams for 5 years. They haven't lost since 2020.
Yeah.
That's my point. I mean, again.
Not like that. And they also play Tennessee.
At home.
Yeah. I mean, it's
a fun schedule.
A fun schedule.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is where you love the playoff, though, because, there are
you can lose a couple and it not kill you.
10-2 Georgia's
like last
12.
year. They may have won the playoff last year. They got screwed out of it last year. Perfect example.
Yeah, without question.
We turned our attention to FSU because they're undefeated, but the best team that didn't make the playoff was Georgia.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which would have even left.
What do you think of Arch Manning? It looks like he'll play this week. He did great in his little. He's done great in the spring game. Didn't he come in and he do well? It just feels like.
Okay, I'm going to try to say this like the right way.
Okay.
I
haven't seen him
like
yet.
Arch Manning, and
I think you're going to tell me the
is
competition
really, really good. But I know what I saw.
Yeah,
he was throwing to wide open guys. All I'm saying is let's slow the roll.
Well, is it
for
yours,
the kids'
though?
benefit.
I mean, can't you say the same thing about anybody who's?
Well, no, but he was playing who they were playing.
Quentin
I got
has shown the ability to fit the ball
that's
in.
fair.
Yeah, Arch hasn't done that yet, and for the benefit of him, let's just slow down a little bit.
That's
here.
fair.
Because the ideal situation is not for anybody is not for a first-round quarterback to be benched for
right.
I don't feel that, but
I think the amazing thing about Arch was the run. That's what everybody was blown away on.
Yeah,
whoa!
Yeah,
that's a Manning.
Yeah.
Look at him go!
I remember seeing those in the high school films.
His daddy was a receiver. His daddy wasn't a quarterback.
Yeah,
and Archie Manning ran. He was mobile.
Yeah. Well, I saw Arch in July at the Manning Passing Academy, and he's a good-looking kid now. I mean, he is a big boy.
Yeah.
But he's not big. Like, when he's standing right next to Peyton and Eli.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just different bigs.
Yeah.
Peyton and Eli are like beam poles. This kid's put together.
That's how the quarterbacks used to be. Just big men. Like Esiason, Marino.
Aikman.
They're big dudes.
That's the look he has.
Bledsoe.
Now it's athletic.
Yeah, but he's
more
got
6'1" quarterbacks in the NFL
athletic.
in the history of the game.
All right, Kenny.
Yeah.
You better give me some X and O sense of what I've watched the last 2 weeks with this football team, because I got a 51% passer right now.
I got an offense that scored 30 points in 2 weeks.
I got him ticked off. It looks like he's trying on the sideline. He was mic'd up this week. He was trying on the sideline to fire the dudes up. Dudes didn't seem – it's just very odd first 2 weeks of the season. What in the hockey sticks is there? Do you sense any disconnect? I thought it looked to me like Doug Peterson started calling the plays in the second half. I don't know that. That's just my own interpretation. Who knows? He ain't going to tell us. I don't care. The offense stinks right now. Why does it stink?
Man, you just asked like a million questions.
I know.
There.
There's a lot to unpack.
I don't have a direct answer, but this Doug Peterson, is he calling the plays thing, to me is unbelievable. Like, why is it such a secret who's calling the plays?
Right.
And two, if one calls the plays better than the other calls the plays, then why is the other one ever calling the plays? Isn't the goal to win football games here? And then in addition to that, you've got a quarterback that should have an extreme say-so, and I still just don't see the confidence in Trevor that I should see. It's not Trevor's play. Trevor's play concerns me, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying if I've got Trevor and I just paid him what I paid him and I'm struggling offensively, then I'm going to live or die on his arm.
Okay.
Period.
Right.
And that's, for whatever reason, we're not doing that. You can say it's the offensive line. We said that last year, but you knew what you had coming in. And I'm watching, I don't know, a ton of teams across the league right now with really quick passing games having a lot of success.
To me, the play that is symbolic of the Jaguars' disaster start was the safety. And for so many reasons. One, why would you call that play when even the layman like me, Pross, we're sitting in the press box. I'm like, just get a slant, get it out, get it away from the goal line, do something, move it 6-7 yards, then go to work on your 2-minute. But
or
get
even
it out
sneak
of
it out of there, something.
Because this O-line is not holding up. They'll hold. They'll get sacked. Okay, so there's that. That's the play call, which I hate. Right. And then I also hate the comeback, after a couple of days. Well, gosh, well, there are no ifs because they can't.
Well, there was a big misassignment there, too.
Okay, so there's that. Then there's Trevor. What did he do wrong? Why isn't he thinking, I got to get rid of this ball no matter what? I cannot take a sack. And then, of course, there's a play of the offensive line. So that play, to me, symbolizes the disaster that has been the offense so far.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree. There was, a huge blocking misassignment. Leon and I were talking about it on Tuesday.
Okay.
That I think Trevor was just frankly surprised.
Yeah.
I think it was just one of those things where he probably knew the situation and what he had to do, but all of a sudden there's just guy in your face. Right. Like, what do I do?
And you don't want to throw a pick there if you're him or a turnover.
Or a grounding.
Anything.
Grounding is a safety.
I think at the end of the day, all the talk, look at the film, listen to them, listen to people. It's a combo effort. The offense as a whole, the play call, the execution, the quarterback, no one's doing their job to the best of their ability. And
it's everything.
Leads to this.
Yeah, it's not one thing.
It really
is everything.
Okay, is there anything in his throwing? Do you sense any, it's like you just said, the lack of, if you have to deal with that thought process, then you're in trouble.
Yes.
If I can't, I got to be able to drop back knowing that I'm going to have a nice clean pocket, like the one to Brian Thomas for 66 yards. Do you notice anything in his play, any of his body motions that are telling you he's not playing with confidence? Or he's not, okay.
In fact, very much the opposite. I think mechanically he looks good. He looks, to me, velocity looks amazing. He looks like he's certain
playbook
when he
is
wants
not
to throw the
good.
ball. That's the thing.
The playbook is not good. The play designs are bad. Again, I'm not an expert. I watched 8 minutes and 12 offensive plays. I don't know how many they ran. There were 12 that had no shot. They were dumb in their formation, and either they're running them wrong or they have no chance.
I'd be curious if you asked Trevor, if you had Trevor right here, not on a microphone, and you said to him, hey, do you most of the time know what play's coming in? I'd love to know his answer because at this point, they should be on the exact same page.
Good point.
He should know what to look at. It shouldn't matter who's calling the plays.
All right, let me throw another one at you that makes me concerned about Trevor, though. You got 2 free plays.
Yeah.
Man, you got to take shots.
Yeah, you do.
And you got to hit one of them.
Yeah.
He missed both. And the second one, he overthrew an open guy. I mean, those... the first one, he threw a dinker.
Yeah.
We got to take shots, baby.
Yeah, that's I had nothing for you on that.
Okay.
You're right. You got to hit those.
Right?
You got to at least try
you get him to
give
jump.
your guys
You know
a chance.
that.
Yeah.
As a quarterback, you know that, right? You've seen you know if they jumped, you look over, you see the flag, you
don't go long.
Yeah, you go
right?
free play.
What I'm saying is, like, if you're going to miss, you don't miss long because the pick doesn't matter.
Right.
So at a worst case scenario, you throw
it up for grabs.
Ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
fair.
a good point.
Yeah.
I've not really thought of it that way.
All right.
I have All right, Daly's double take, I guess. I don't have time to verify this. This is amazing. Right. Talked about Arch.
Yeah.
In the run.
Mm-hmm. Faster than Cheetah
on his 80-yarder against the Jags.
Yeah, that tells you that
it was.
Let me tell you something. That right there tells you that whatever analytic does to measure that is wrong.
Yeah, because it had him at 20.7.
Yeah.
It was faster than Cheetah on his 80-yarder against the Jags.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
no chance.
Well, I mean, it's a speedometer. It's not.
But I've seen him hit 21.9.
Yeah.
Well, Cheetah probably can. It's just that particular. No one's saying he's faster than Cheetah.
No, I know what you mean.
And by the way, a half
very
second
impressive.
on that is you would get smoked in what was a real race.
Yeah, very impressive.
Yeah.
I'm not
but just the fact that he can run 20.
That's why I was hesitant to say it like that. Like, I'm not trying to take away from him at all.
Yeah.
I think he is going to be
I don't think anyone knew he was that quick.
Yeah, no, and that's
straight
fair.
line.
And he had a little juke in there too. Did you see
but
that?
I bet you Trevor hits close to that straight line. I bet a lot of them do.
Oh yeah, no question.
Right, Danny, I want to change gears. One
Peyton
more thing.
did not, however.
No, nor Eli.
I'm heading there, by the way. I'm leaving here, going straight to Indy.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
yeah, a little Indy, Chicago.
Oh, that's a big one. Oh, you got your guys.
Yeah.
2 guys.
Yeah.
2 guys who need play well.
Yes, they do.
Both guys need to have a good game. Those rookie quarterbacks have not thrown a touchdown pass yet. Caleb, Jaden, and then you watch Bryce Young get benched, and, it's a tough job, man.
Okay. Everybody's talking about the passing stats.
Yeah.
Can I give you my theory on this?
Please do.
Okay.
I love theories.
Because I heard the Mel Kiper thing, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, the 2 deep safety?
Yeah, and he's not wrong. Like, people are playing deeper, making you play
Haven't
shorter.
we played 2 deep safety, though,
forever?
a long time?
But it used to creep up.
Okay.
Like, it used to
Box
be
safety
more of
guy?
like, you're going to have there's a run fit guy, and that's not really the thing anymore.
Okay.
Here's what's happening, though. Is defenses are constructing everything now differently. If you go look at a middle linebacker now in the NFL, he's long. He's like super long.
And
some of them are
athletic as
6'3",
hell.
6'4", and long. They're not the guy that played at
thumper,
Carolina
5'11",
forever.
220 thumper.
Yeah, so now it's like you come off that RPO and you go to throw, and there's wingspans all the way
Freaking
across.
pterodactyl waiting on you.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, it's harder to complete anything in the middle of the field than it has ever been in football.
Huh.
And the safeties are playing a little deeper, so now you try to layer that one in. Somebody's getting their head taken off.
I got you.
It's
That's fair.
It's the reason why Brock has so much success, though. He's figured it out. He throws the middle of the field better than anybody, but that's where a lot of the issues are coming from. These defenses are now, they've caught up personnel-wise to what the offense is trying to do.
I got one more thing I want to bounce off you before we get you out of here, and appreciate your time. And we're visiting with Denny Thompson. Knowing what you know, and again, I understand that Florida's going to go this way before they come back this way. And I'm saying going downhill before, if that's possible, they're going to win 2 or 3 games. But knowing what you know, the way the system works, are teams already calling DJ Lagway? Would you guess yay or nay?
They're not calling DJ.
Well, okay.
But
his dad, his representation.
And I don't know. This is purely a guess.
And this, I'm fine.
But yeah.
They would be already, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I would bet you that there's teams that recruited him that probably never stopped talking to people.
Yeah. And I would suspect that, like, the good news for Gator fans is that Texas A&M's quarterback looked pretty good, and he's a young guy.
Yeah.
So that, that would be a little something. But USC would be another one. And, I mean, look, he'll have to make a decision, and you can't blame him for whatever decision he makes but I would think that they would already be saying, okay, look, here's, $2.5 million to come here next year or whatever.
Yeah, I think he writes his own
because they
check.
don't sign 3-year contracts. They sign, I believe I was told at Florida, and not from you, but from my friends who are higher ups, that they sign 5-month and 7-month deals. Does that make sense? Like a regular season one and then an off-season one.
Yeah, we've never we've never done anything with Florida.
Yeah, because they don't get anybody.
But yeah, I mean, I've never seen a 5 or 7 month contract with our guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All of our guys are at least a year.
At least a year. Even a year.
Yeah.
That's only a year.
Yeah, DJ can write his own check if he wants to leave.
Okay.
I mean, that's probably the thing, but and I'm sure people have reached out to him. But
okay. I just wonder if it was already cooking, like,
if you go get Lane, and you probably don't have to worry about it. You even, I know Jamie Chadwell pretty well, and he's pretty dang good.
How's he like Gainesville?
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Good stuff, Danny. Love seeing you. Thank you, brother.
He's the Whisperer. He said Denny Thompson, and we are going to be back with more here on a GFL Friday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Saturdays in the South are made for football. Yes. But you can get the game day feeling on Friday night on the Bueller Air and Plumbing College Kickoff.
The big games, the big matchups.
Friday night at 6. Brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue on 1010XL.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. With 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, Garber wiggle.
Mad Men Marketing, Jacksonville's original digital ad agency, is now able to get your ads placed on Amazon Prime Video. Their digital experts are some of the few digital marketers approved to insert on Amazon Prime Video. Call their digital consultants at 355-1766 to learn how you can use Amazon Prime Video to grow your business and increase sales. Mad Men Marketing. Interact. Don't interrupt.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Hey, Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctor at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area, and the founder of Bowden Eye, of course. Visit Bow 9 Associates today, and you'll experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That would be Bow 9 and Associates.
Pregame Friday
is brought to you by MyBookie
and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. It's been winning season for our listeners over at MyBookie. We're getting a lot of love through the text line with people cashing in. I've been betting too. It makes the game so much more fun. You don't have to bet a lot of money, but it's entertaining. Here are my pro picks this week. The Steelers and Chargers total points has been bet down to 35.5. Look, that's way too low. You got to take the over on that one. I also love to bet against the Titans, and I think Jordan Love is going to be active this weekend for the Packers. But regardless, LaFleur did such a great job with Malik Willis in the win over the Colts. I like the Packers over the Titans. The Falcons are coming off a short week playing last Monday. The Chiefs are coming to town. Give me Kansas City -3.5 over Atlanta. Mahomes over Cousins. For a limited time, MyBookie is bringing the double deposit bonus back. Use that promo code 1010XL. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
Ever wonder how you can transform your living spaces into captivating works of art? At First Coast Lighting and Fans, they offer a huge selection of high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness. Visit their showroom on Phillips Highway at the Avenues and step into a world of quality without compromise. Discover the difference that locally owned expertise makes and let them help you experience the transformation from average to extraordinary. At First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
On 1010XL.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein and Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein and Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Summer is here, which means it's time for road trips and family vacations. Frank Frangie here. Before you hit the road, make sure your car can handle the heat with a visit to Big Chief Tire. Their expert technicians will ensure your vehicle can handle the summer heat, from tire checks to AC services. Avoid the stress of a breakdown and travel with confidence. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your summer checkup today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
This is Chelsea with Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. Here's what people are saying about working with us.
Installers were professional, courteous, and efficient.
Great customer service. On time, explained the process, and walked me through the installation. Amazing team.
Our experience with Renewal by Anderson was outstanding from the beginning to end.
Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Friday 5-Pack. Brought to you by MyBookie on 1010XL.
I hate the Friday 5-Pack.
You're doing terrible. Awful. Be better.
I'm just getting smoked left and right.
It's just like something happened last year, like mid-October, and I mean,
yeah, I've
forgot what the object of the game is or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't try to be mean
pick
at this
winners.
point. It's damn near pathetic. -7, Hick. I'm +2.
Yeah, 9 back. So I'm going to remain optimistic and think I've cracked the code here, and I'm expecting a 5-0 here. Get right back into it.
So yeah, that might put you in the lead. The way.
In fact, so much so that I'm going to start the game.
You are? Even though I won. Okay.
Yeah, even though you won.
Change the rules around.
Yeah, I'm changing them. I'm trying to find some spark, something. I'm looking over at your picks right now, trying to steal one.
You should. I could go 5 college and give you 5 winners, but I'll split it up and do some pro because that's what the people want.
I have 8 games listed.
Oh, boy.
I liked a lot more last week. I think I picked the wrong ones. But anyway, with all that said, I'm going to start with a college game.
Okay.
I'm not going to be fooled by a performance last week against a lesser team. I've learned one thing. When you're playing a lesser team like a FCS, FBS deal, the Gators will tell you all you need to know. For that brief shining moment against Samford, I thought we had the opportunity to win a national championship.
Choked on my water there.
So with that said, I'm going to go with the Wolfpack in Death Valley.
NC State.
Plus 20.5 points. That's too much for a conference game. NC State certainly is not that bad. Clemson's not going to roll NC State, are they? Give me the 20.5. I'm going Wolfpack.
Plus 20, and we will verify these at the end here for sure.
My picks have been so bad, there's no need to verify.
They haven't been close, have they?
Yeah.
That's too bad. All right, I've ridden this.
If you'd like to do 2 picks now, you may.
No, I'll just do 1.
All right.
I rode this pick 1 week, and I should have taken them right out of the gates at FAU. I told you to take them. I don't understand this spread.
Mm-hmm.
Army may shut out Rice.
Okay.
Army's given 7 at home. Army's undefeated. They look really good again. He's got them rolling.
I'm brave old Army team.
Yeah, I'm going to go Army -7 and give you a nooner tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Thank you, friend.
I'm gonna go with an NFL game.
You're getting 18.5 on NC State. You still like that?
Yeah, I'll take it. It's changed. I'm gonna go with Battle of the Undefeateds in the NFL on Sunday. And my head tells me, those Steelers are tough, but I'm going to go with a better quarterback, and I think Harbaugh's a really good coach. I know Tomlin is great, but the Chargers plus 1.5, I believe at last check for me. I'm going to go with the Chargers over the Steelers.
You know what's interesting?
What?
What did you say?
Plus 1.5.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Steelers -1.5.
Okay, good. There you go. That's exciting. Head to head.
Yeah, that defense, I trust them.
Yeah. I'm gonna trust Jimmy to get me a dub. All right, my next pick. I don't believe in the maize and blue anymore. I don't believe in the big house anymore. I think USC is a good football team. I think Michigan will hang with them, but USC is a 5.5-point favorite. I'm going to lay the 5.5 and take USC to beat Michigan, who's flipping quarterbacks. They're going to the running quarterback who cannot throw it all. And there will be an orgy on Saturday at the Big House.
What just happened?
A USC orgy on Alex. Give me.
Dear. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Fight ons -5.5. That's the name of their quarterback, Alex Orgy. I mean, settle down.
It's
creative. It's not nasty. It's creative and it's fun.
I'm just saying, it ain't even 9 o'clock.
Oh, completely. Yeah. USC minus 5.5.
Yeah.
On the road. Road dog. This is why you're 1-7. Taking shots. I am going to. I like this team, but I seem to, no matter what I do, where I put the finger on this pulse, it's wrong. I like Georgia Tech getting 10.5 at Louisville because Louisville hasn't been tested yet, and Tech has been in some battles, but I'm not going to play them just out of fear of the mush. I like Arkansas State getting 21.5 at Iowa State, a whole bunch.
Okay.
Arkansas State lost. They've kept it close. Did they play maybe at Michigan and lost by 10 or I don't know. I think they keep it within 21.5 at Iowa State. Arkansas State plus 21.5.
I'm excited to bring you on my list right now. I do have the Holmes Prosser special.
Oh, good. Are you taking Georgia Tech?
I am taking Georgia Tech.
Sorry,
plus 10.5.
sorry, Holmes. That's probably not good.
That's not good for you, Holmes, or brother Phil.
Brian.
Brian. That's a loss. They'll both curse me. But I'm taking Georgia Tech plus 10.5 against Louisville. Yes, I am.
GT plus.
It's a nice chunk of change of points that I'm going to play.
I love. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure this is home. Before I misspeak. Pretty sure this is a home dog, and I can't.
Home dog gets the bone.
Can't wait to row the boat. I'm rowing the boat. It's been a couple years since we rowed the boat.
Okay.
But I'm getting ready to row the boat.
Row it.
Yeah, I'm going to row it with your boy PJ Fleck. Pretty sure that game is at home. It's at home plus 3, right?
They call him Flickety Fleck.
They're home plus 3, right? Is that what you got there? Minnesota's home to Iowa.
Yeah.
Probably should play the under, knowing how that game goes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to take Minnesota. Yeah, here we are. Home dog plus 3, Minnesota against the Hawkeyes of Iowa. Plus 3, Minnesota. Plus 3.
I guess I'm going to leave my Brahma Bulls on the board here.
Oh, you're not going to take them after all that talk, all that big talk.
I like USF. I'll probably do some side degenerate wagering on that one. USF plus 16.5 against the U. But I'm going back to the NFL for my final pick. And I'm going to go, unfortunately, with the Houston Texans, who are simply a 2-point favorite.
Jag hater.
Against the Vikings. And I just think Sam Darnold's dream run is going to come to a close. And I like Houston to get the victory over Minnesota.
Why is this giving me last week's games, bro?
Yeah, it's confusing. Don't worry about it. We'll check it. Just write it down, and let's go to your last pick.
What did you go with? I'm sorry?
Houston minus 2 against Minnie.
Are they at home or at Minnesota?
Yes.
You don't know?
I do know.
Are they in Houston or in Minnesota?
You guys from Houston?
Goodness gracious, man. All right, here we go. I need one NFL game. That's all. All I do is give winners. This shouldn't be that hard. I should be able to kind of hone in on one pretty quickly. I've already given you Steelers minus 1.5. That's easy. That was easy money for you there.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm missing here, but yeah, what am I missing? I'm just checks and notes. Nothing. Give me Green Bay plus 2.5 at Tennessee.
And there you have them.
I like the Packers plus 2.5. The Gophers plus 3.
Gophers.
Like Arkansas State plus 21.5. The Steelers minus 1.5. Army minus 7. Dan likes NC State plus 18.5. The Chargers plus 1.5. USC minus 5.5. Georgia Tech plus 10.5. And the Texans minus 2. Good luck, everyone. Back with more next at GFL Friday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey, John, my dad, Randy Marion's gone absolute Cadillac crazy. You won't believe our Escalade lineup.
Well, how crazy we talking, Jennifer?
Buckle up, folks. We've got over 35 Cadillac Escalades.
35 Escalades? That's luxury overload.
I'm talking fully loaded models, cutting-edge tech, and that signature Cadillac style.
And the deals are even more luxurious. $4,000 Escalade loyalty rebate.
Plus 5% off MSRP on retired courtesy vehicles. Head to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Plus tax tag title $899 MNP and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
It's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But we want to know if you've done your last will. Something you need to do, man. Just get it done. Get it out of the way because it gets your assets to the people that you choose and love. Also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 904-527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, do not let the state decide your fate.
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ever wondered what heaven smells like? Come explore Crowned Head Cigars on Saturday, September 21st from 1 to 4 p.m. at Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road, and find out. We've got the Mil Diaz, so smooth it's like a spa day for your taste buds. The Mil Diaz Maduro, rich enough to make a chocolate bar jealous. And Tim Osgener's Aramis, so bold they'll make you rethink your life's choices. As always, there will be great deals, food, and prizes you'll want to brag about. See you at Tobacco Cove, where every puff is a party.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
There's certain places you know if you go in, they got what you're looking for, like Gate Convenience Stores and Cold Modelo's. That's the ticket. Or get on the craft side of things with something from Bold City or Sweetwater. Hit the cooler at Gate, full of choices and all of them good.
Get the latest on the Gators from one of the greatest Gators.
Touchdown, Gators!
Chris Doring joins Dan and Jeff on the Drill Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Go Gators!
Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah.
Cold beer and good grub. That's what you'll get at Taps on 210. Just a great neighborhood feel where friends and family get together. Check out Taps in the Winn-Dixie Plaza, just west of 95 on County Road 210, proudly supporting our 9 After 5 weekly. Head there for a cold one.
Lauren Brooks here. If you're in pain and you think you've tried everything, I've got a solution for you. The team at Active Health Jacks treats the source of the problem, not just the pain, so you can avoid surgery, cortisone injections, and pain medications. I've had neck aches for years, and I've tried everything from acupunctures to massages with no results. Within minutes of my evaluation and treatment, the tension was gone. It was amazing. Active Health Jacks can help you too. Give them a call at 904-296-0202 today or visit them online at activehealthjacks.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our two blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion, wow customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville where you can score big all season long.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool? Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Steve. It's great to be here, Alex. Yeah, you don't have to answer in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions. Repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity. Making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey, Hicken here. You tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them looking dingy again? Zero Res is your answer, man. I'll tell you what, they have the technology, right? Zero Res uses patented ZR water. Cleans so beautifully, and it doesn't use soaps, detergents, or shampoos. Means zero residue left behind. And guess what? Right now, Zero Res falling back in time. September. 3 rooms, a carpet clean, $129. Ooh. And guess what? We'll throw in a 4th room for free. That's 4 rooms for $129. The 4th room is on me. Zero Res, man. You spell it forwards. Zero Res. You spell it back. It's the right way to clean.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar head coach Doug Peterson says running back Tank Bigsby should be available to go when the team plays Buffalo on Monday night.
He's doing well. He's on track.
The frustration with the performance of the offense is something quarterback Trevor Lawrence expressed at his press conference.
Offensively, we didn't play up to our standard. Didn't play the way that I know we can play. I think that's where the frustration was from, more so not looking ahead to the next week.
For Jag defensive lineman Eric Armstead, the best action the defense can take is to take.
Turnover is one of the biggest indicators between wins and losses. As a defense, we have to find a way to get takeaways, force the offense to turn the ball over, and get off the field.
That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Come on, baby. I love Friday
It's like a
traditions.
different version.
Hey! Ho! Sing it, Leo. I'm in a spin, you know. Come on, Jeff.
You make me feel like dancing.
Go eat.
You make me feel like dancing.
That's freaking Tone Loc in there.
I feel like, woo, woo. All right. Welcome back to the program. Good to be here on a Football Friday.
I zapped him there, didn't I?
You got me good.
Man.
Baby, you got what I need. There you go. That's what we got.
Say he's just a friend.
All right, so as predicted, the Mets and the Diamondbacks won't lose again this year. So it's going to be nice for the Braves. Braves are going to end the year with win 8 out of 11, finish 4 games back. It looks like, for Pete's sake.
That'd be nice.
I the strategy was employed perfectly. It was wait. It was win, watch, and wait.
Yeah.
You got the win part. The hardest part's the win part. You have an early afternoon game, and it just seems like the Braves haven't played great. Not just a win, but a laugher, just a fun, frivolous 15-run explosion. I just need one of the two to lose. That's okay. Got both of them going. Mets are playing the Phillies. The Diamondbacks are at the Brewers. I mean, just one of them lose.
Yeah.
Nah, of course not.
We
These two bumbling franchises that have been win one, lose one for 3/4 of the season suddenly – got to win 8 out of 10 every week. It's annoying the stew out of me.
Yeah, I got to watch Smoltzy last night do the Mets game, and I appreciated him. And I will say this about the Mets last night. They jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Philly tied them 2-2. They jumped out. They came right back the next inning like a good team. Took it 4-2. Gave one back 4-3, and then they exploded and made it 9-3. And then seventh inning woes with the Pens, 9-6. And then came back again. My man Acuna with a triple last night. It's I have a hard time saying that, but I appreciate what he's been able to do in filling in for Francisco Lindor, who I don't know when he's coming back. I sure do miss him, though. But Acuna's been terrific in filling in, and we've just had so many guys step up, and finally Alonso's gotten a little bit hot here. He's had 3 home runs in the last 7 games, and if we can get him going just for a week to get us home, we'll see what happens. But Severino pitched good tonight. We got another one with the Phils. We got 3 more with the Phils. Then we go to Atlanta, and then we got Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, it ain't easy. So 9 to go. So any day that I can come out of it with a 2-game lead, I'll take. But there's a lot of baseball left, man. It just keeps going and going and going. And 90 might not get you in. It may not get you in, which would be a shame.
The Diamondbacks are the ones that got they got the lead. So that'd be silly to say they're the ones that need to watch out. They lost a tiebreaker to both. So they're screwed. They got to win. They can't be tied.
Oh, yeah. You have the tiebreaker with them?
We killed them. We beat them like 6-1.
Yeah,
we swept them in Atlanta, and we beat them like 3 out of 4 in Arizona.
Yeah. We have the tiebreaker with
them
too.
And so that means something, too, for the Braves-Mets. If it comes down to a 3-teamer, the Braves-Mets winner automatically wins the 3-team playoff because it's odd. It's not just combined record between the 3 round robin. It's if one team has a winning record against both the other ones, they win the tiebreaker. And since we both have a winning record against Arizona, we both have the tiebreaker. The winner of the Braves Met series, that tiebreaker would also affect a 3-team tiebreaker if it comes to that. But the Mets are playing much better, much more focused, much more believable baseball than the Diamondbacks. I just got to hope maybe Arizona can lose a couple games here. I don't believe the Braves will sweep. It's just not what they've done all year. They've had opportunities against lesser teams where they really need to win, and they haven't. But 2 out of 3 seems reasonable.
Oh, gosh.
And then listen, I will say this. From a mathematical, you're saying there's a chance. If they win 2 out of 3, at the very least, they will still control their destiny.
Yeah.
They'd have to sweep the Mets. But if they swept the Mets, they'd be back in a tie with huge tiebreakers.
Yeah. Well, again, I'll take.
That's if you sweep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying if the Braves can take 2 out of 3, the worst they can be is 3 games back.
Sure.
And then there's a chance. But again, I've
been saying it for a month. It'll probably come down to that
except for
series.
the Braves Mets playing each other. That throws a monkey wrench in a little bit. I feel much better about my chance to catching the Diamondbacks than the Mets. Just how the 2 are playing.
Yeah.
And the karmic fairness of having dominated them for much of the year, and yet they sit there with no injuries and with a barely better record.
You said something earlier.
Damn right I did.
I haven't seen it, but did you tell me Joel Embiid got a contract deal?
Somebody, I think on the text line maybe hit me up with that. 3 years, $193 million.
Yeah.
You seeing that now?
Yeah, I'm seeing
Does that make him the highest paid player in the NBA? The NBA players, man, they got some nerve making the money they make.
It guarantees
some nerve making $70 million a year, some of these guys.
Guarantees him a total of $299.5 million through 29.
And what's wrong with that is that he is notorious for not taking his team to the land.
Right.
That's the end of the day. And it's always about Harden didn't play good enough or this guy didn't play good enough. No, You're the 7'1" alpha dog, $70 million man. How about 1 year out of 12, you put him on your back and you go win the title? Jokic did.
His career earnings will swell to $514.8 million.
I don't like it.
4th highest in history behind James Curry and Paul George.
I don't like
One
it.
of these doesn't belong. One of these.
2 of them don't belong.
Yeah, well, Paul George is the one that.
Harden doesn't belong either.
Harden.
Did you say Harden?
James Curry, George, and
you said
Embiid.
James Curry. I thought you said James Harden.
No, James and Curry.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys all have time. Well, Embiid doesn't belong. Yeah. He doesn't belong any more than Paul George. What has Embiid ever done?
What about the Sixers gave $550 million in new money to Embiid, Tyrese Maxey extension, and Paul George? Also signed Caleb Martin.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And Caleb Martin, is he the one from the Hornets or from the Heat.
I think the Heat. But
One of them had
Eric
one.
Gordon, Andre Drummond.
Didn't they just give Maxey a deal too?
Yeah, $204 million.
Man.
Yeah.
Maxey was already with them. They just kept him.
Yeah, they extended him. Yeah. So lots of money being doled out in Philly.
And if you're a Kentucky fan, you look over the league and you see like 14 all-star point guard and two guards. Do you wonder why didn't we ever win anything?
Mm-hmm.
Right? There are a ton of them out there, aren't there?
Yeah.
By the way, nice gesture by Coach Cal. I saw him go visit Dickie V the other day. You know,
He's in the hospital.
No, he's not in the hospital. He's gone through his chemos
He
again.
can't. Dickie V right now is like taking death underneath the bleachers, fighting him once every 6 months and beating his ass.
Bless his heart. He's battled.
I mean, this guy keeps getting the same cancer. It's like the third time, and he keeps coming back. Dickie V's got to be almost 90, doesn't he?
Yes.
And when I see him come back, he sounds lucid and still strong. Like Corso's, they're doing him a disservice putting him on the air.
Yeah.
They really are. It's what are we doing?
Yeah. Dickie V's 85. Yeah.
Of course, he's a little older than that, but it is time. That ship is. I don't feel sorry for him. I'm not saying out of this, that, or the other. It's bad television, man. It's cringy.
It's just tough.
It's cringy. It's all. And I love Lee Corso. This isn't like being critical of him.
I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why they're doing it. But they're doing it. They're doing it. So it's yeah. Anyway, with that said, I lost my. We were talking about the NBA salaries and
it's out of control.
It's just incredible.
Hey, the mamas, let your babies grow up to be NBA players, and these guys don't deserve it. It's unbelievable. Or they do, I guess, based on what they do in the rest of the world. It seems so unfair that the NFL and their great players dominate the landscape and don't make what these jokers make. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's hard to believe in the same country, under the same economic system, with the same entertainment platforms, that these dudes in the NBA make 2 and 3 and 5 times more than the best players in the NBA. It's unbelievable. And I know why. Joe, the rosters. I get all that.
Yeah.
It's still unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You can have a roster of 5 and make what Patrick Mahomes makes. I mean, you got to watch 6 NBA games to get the advertising exposure of 1 NFL game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand why they're paying them. They don't have to.
Yeah.
I just don't know, man.
Jaguars play Buffalo Monday night. If they lose this game and go to 0-3,
it'll be hard to keep the faith.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I will.
You will.
Listen, Hick, and look, again, I'm not saying it's the the more legitimate path to take. I'll wait all year long for football. It's a 17-game schedule. I'll be doggone. I don't care how bad they look. If I'm going to give up and think we suck and draft talk in 3 weeks, I'm not doing it.
Right.
I can be a party of it. I mean, y'all knock yourself out. I'm not doing it. I'm going to say, okay, well, we got to win this week. That's what I'll do. If they lose, I say, well, it's a one, but we said if they could get one of the two, and really when you think about it, this is the one. And if they lose to Houston, I say, well, when the schedule came out, we had 4 playoff teams. Yada, yada. Let's go win 2 in London. And then ultimately you'll run out. This team has taught us that your early to mid-season evaluation of them is wrong. 2 years in a row, they proved that. They were 4-8. They looked terrible. They weren't. They were a playoff team. Last year, they were 8-3. Looked like the 1 seed. They weren't. They missed the playoffs.
It's always weird, though, and again, we've talked a lot about the narrative, but if you go back just to last season, okay, and the Jags won their opener, beat Indy up there, right? And then we lost to the Chiefs, and we got hammered by Houston, and all of a sudden we were 1-2. If we beat Buffalo, we're 1-2.
I know, yeah.
Everything
exactly.
changes.
And you know what? And if you lose to Buffalo and beat Houston, and even if Houston's 3-1, you're 1-3 with a home win. It's really only you're 1 game behind almost because of the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
A lot of ball left.
A lot of ball.
But listen,
you can't deny I don't have to. The analytics.
I don't have to. I've got 17 games. I'm not going to give up what I waited all year for because of a terrible start. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They can be 0-6. I'll say, well, then let's be the first team to go 0-6 to the playoffs. I'm not giving up in September, October.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
We'll see.
E.
Okay.
E.
No, don't, because they're not going to be 0-6.
Mid-October, If the Jags were 0-6.
All right, Dan wants a dime bet they're going to be 0-6.
No,
I'll take that.
No.
Yeah.
And it was a Monday morning.
Yeah. Okay, we're not going to get there.
You don't think Jeff's not giving up?
Yeah.
Can you give me Jeff's rant on the Monday where they fall to 0-6?
If they're 0-6, I'm taking that week off.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Does that have to be an official vacation request?
No.
If the
You should be
Jaguars
allowed.
lose their 6th game to fall 0-6, get here early because I will not be here that Monday.
Oh, dear.
Are we talking to Ira next or is that 9:15? Now? Let's take a quick break then.
All right, we got Ira Schoffel.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about FSU,
Yeah.
Cal, and man, it seems like the ship sailed, but
Boy,
we'll see.
that's a team that...
See how they're bailing water over there.
Yeah.
Next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Jags head coach Doug Peterson tells you what you need to know about Sunday's game.
They believe in themselves. They believe in his team.
Fridays at 4:05 on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
I've known Glenn Coleman for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. There's not a lot of suspense in the baseball races anymore, but I'm enjoying this Mets-Braves battle for the final wild card spot. People pay attention to the Mets, and everybody around here pays attention to the Braves, and it's two pretty good teams. I think it's going to be a great postseason in baseball, but there's not much suspense until we get to that postseason, except for the Mets and the Braves. I think the Braves are going to get there. That's my prediction, but it's not going to be easy. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealers. Frank Frangie here. It's time for Bravo Days, Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified sales event at Nimnik Buick GMC. Now, for a limited time, enjoy rates as low as 1.9% APR or $500 in down payment assistance on Car Bravo certified vehicles at Nimnik. Now is the time to shop certified used vehicles and buy with confidence at Nimnik Buick GMC. Shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the 4th annual Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. Get your tickets now, starting at just $25 for grounds passes. And if you're a country music fan, grab your tickets to see Brothers Osborne at Daly's Place Tuesday, October 1st for the Furyk Foundation concert sponsored by Ring Power. Learn everything you need to know at ConstellationFurykandFriends.com.
Let me ask you guys a question. You guys think C.D. Lamb will have at least 1 yard receiving on Sunday? Yeah, I thought so. Well, that's a free promotional gimme on my Underdog Fantasy app. So, yeah, when I put in my Champions entry this weekend, it's got C.D. Lamb, and I've already got one that's all put to bed. It's so easy and so fun. Underdog Fantasy is just, and there's a variety of different ways to play, but I like going the Champions route, statistical projections, just got to go higher or lower. And, yeah, I'll go higher than a half receiving yard for CeeDee Lamb. They have all kinds of neat promotions like that to help up your odds of winning. Underdog, super fun to play, easy to get started. Go to the mobile app or to underdogfantasy.com. Use the promo code PROSSER. They got gimmies and specials for you there. Promo code PROSSER. Claim your new customer offer of a mystery special plus a first-time deposit offer up to $1,000. Hey, man, if you're concerned with your play, though, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. Must be 18 or over and are present in a state to play.
Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3, Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency service, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 through October 26th at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra. Preferred PT in Fleming Island, and also at Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and Brooks Rehab at World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Go to WM.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Florida head coach Billy Napier mentioned the players who have stepped up and given input.
I mean, Slaughter's been outstanding. DK, Hansen, Mertz, Shamar James. I mean, I don't think we're lacking for input.
Legendary Florida quarterback and SEC reporter Tim Tebow says it's time for the Gators to get physical.
I think the physicality up front on both sides has to get better. I think it's one of the biggest issues. We're not winning at the offense or defensive line.
A 6-run first inning for Gwinnett was too much to overcome for the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, who fell to the Gwinnett Stripers at home on Thursday evening. Teams meet again this evening at 7:05 at 1-1 Financial Ballpark. MLB play saw the Rays defeat the Boston Red Sox. The Marlins got battered in the loss to the Los Angeles Dodgers. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:07 and it's 75 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line.
Hello.
We can wiggle it.
Welcome back. We got Ira Schoffel from Warchan on. Nobody knows FSU football better than Ira.
He probably wishes that weren't the case.
Ira, we asked this question earlier this week, and I'm curious as to your answer. Because over here, we got to cover the winless Jaguars, and they might as well be winless Gators. But who has the best chance to win this week? FSU, Florida, or Jacksonville on Monday night against Buffalo?
Oh, man, I would probably say I mean, it's a tie.
That's what we did.
Tie goes to the losers.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the fact that Florida, the fact that the earth stopped spinning on its axis when Florida fan learned they were 5.5-point favorites at Mississippi State. My God, how bad Mississippi State must be. And then you got FSU, which obviously is your expertise, and even. Last time we talked to you, Ira, you were on the cliffs of Mower. I mean, life was good. It was Operation Justification of last year's winless season and shunning, and now not so much, huh?
Maybe I should have jumped in.
Right? Right?
Good place to end
yeah,
it.
the funny thing about those two games, Florida's game and Florida State's game, these are games.
Right.
I mean, I still
the
think
easy ones.
I still think they're games they should win, but they probably won't. They're just playing such bad football.
Yeah, I was looking at, are these numbers accurate, Ira? FSU's ranking on offense, like 132nd rushing yards per game, 130th yards per rush, 128th total offense. Are they that far down? Have they been that terrible on offense?
They still have bragging rights over Miami of Ohio when it comes to running the football. But everybody else is running the ball better than them. Yeah, no, it's been a complete disaster. And, look, when you can't run the ball or throw the ball, everybody's mad at DJ Uyunglele, and that's fair. He has not been good, but the offensive line's been the biggest problem. They did have both of their starting tackles were out last week, but even the interior guys have struggled. It's just been the offensive line's been poor, and the entire offense has just been totally ineffective.
What about the idea of not playing DJ and making this switch? He doesn't seem like Norvell does not seem like that's an option yet. Do you think he plays the whole game tomorrow?
My guess is he probably plays, and maybe Brock Lane gets in some. But I really think I'm in the camp of you need an athlete back there, because they can't block, and so I think we thought the offensive line was better than it was the last couple of years, but truth be told, a lot of that was probably just Jordan Travis, and so they need to find somebody. I believe they need somebody back there who can make plays with his legs, but Mike Norvell, because he doesn't feel like it's DJ's fault, I think he wants to keep giving him chances. But the problem is they're not very good at receiver, and they can't block. So you need to do something else.
Is this, Ira, just a whiff on the portal finally for the portal guy, Norvell? I mean, when you look at – or is it more of I want to play the this year I'm attacking the portal differently in that I've built my program up and my guys that I recruited are now ready, so I'm going to get guys that sort of – accent instead of guys that I need to rely on, so I went for a different kind of portal guy. Like, how do you interpret what he did in the portal and the miss?
Yeah, to me, I think they try to do something differently in the portal this year. That's why I'm not ready to say, okay, well, the portal that doesn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They did try kind of a different approach. One thing was, I felt like they tried to fix too many problems immediately. Like they tried to get too many guys that they thought could step in immediately and start. I mean, they basically went to the portal to find a starting quarterback, running back, two offensive linemen, receivers, defensive. I mean, they went across the board. They're looking for all these guys, and that's not really what they did in the past. A lot of the guys they brought in the last few years in the portal were complementary guys that became starters. Last year was the unique year when they brought in Braden Fisk and Keon Coleman, a few big-time transfers. This year, they really, they went to Alabama. They got 5 guys from Alabama. They got guys from Georgia and LSU and Florida. And I think they thought those guys would step right in, and that hasn't happened. So, this was always going to be a step-back year. You lost 10 guys in the NFL draft.
Sure.
But they have not had any of those portal guys. You would have thought a few of those portal guys would step right in and be able to help. And some of them are playing, but they're just not producing.
You think of this with the portal, and I think we're all just kind of evolving our opinions on it. But it sure looks like, and I know this isn't 100%, but it looks like your best portal finds are either guys coming from smaller schools, right? The FCS or lower, or FBS schools, but maybe not the best FBS. In other words, you're not plucking anything special from Alabama or Georgia. They're keeping those guys, right, for the most part.
That I think in hindsight, I think that's what most people would think. I think there was some hope. Like Marvin Jones Jr. they got from Georgia, who wasn't really playing a lot. The hope was that he was like Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson came in and it was kind of a part-time starter. Sometimes backup. Was not a key part of their Georgia defense. He comes to Florida State, becomes ACC Defensive Player of the Year.
Sure.
So you think, okay, we'll play that trick again, and it hasn't panned out. But no, I agree with you. I think a lot of times you're going to get guys that I think the greater chance is going to be to get guys from the Group of 5 schools, maybe even FCS schools, because now the NIL money might be more attractive to them. If you want a kid off of Georgia's roster or Alabama's roster, as you said, if they want to keep them, they can keep them.
One of my we're visiting with Ira Schoffel, by the way, and we appreciate his time. I get this a lot, and I don't think I agree with this. because of the inefficiencies at other spots. But a lot of people will say, and certainly you need to have a great quarterback to win in college football now. We all get that. But one of the general statements going around, well, if FSU had if they gotten Cam Ward, they'd be 3-0 instead of 0-3. I'm not so sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. I mean, they might be 3-0.
They might.
Close games.
Yeah.
They were not. It's not like they played great teams. Georgia Tech was basically a one-play game, and Memphis was a one-score game. But it wouldn't solve all their problems. I mean, it would probably solve the offensive line's problem
because he can move.
He can move, and he's got good pocket awareness, and he's got a calmness about him. But yeah, no, their defense has just not played well at all. I mean, it's not just their offense. Their defense played much better against Memphis, but I don't know if that's because they were playing Memphis. Boston College ran for 270 yards against them. Now, you can make a case that if your quarterback's playing well, that everybody starts playing better around them. But, it's hard to say that for sure because they have not been good all year.
Are there young guys who that they're going to start playing? Are there some talented young that, hey, let's just start going with these guys. Let's start weaving these guys in a little bit more, getting them more snaps because we got to see what we got for going forward, or is that not the case yet?
I'd like to see that, but that's always easier for us to say than the coaches. The coaches, their salaries are on the line. They want to go with the older guys, but yeah, no, they have a really talented freshman class. They've got, a receiver, Lawayne McCoy out of Miami, who's really one of the stars of practice. Another freshman tight end out of South Florida, Amari Williams, who I really like. Mekhi Danzy, a running back out of Tallahassee. They've got some really dynamic. Some of the most wow plays you see at practice where you kind of have to do a double take are from those freshman skill players. And, but do they line up on the wrong side? Yeah, they line up wrong.
Right.
They run wrong. They make mistakes. So you kind of would have to deal with that. But they also can make plays. And, we'll see. I think Mike Norvell still believes he can find a way to win with these guys. But I would be looking towards the young guys.
Gauge the belief meter in the head coach, man. That happened quick, right? From a guy 13-0 to where the fan base
23
feels
and
about
3
him now.
too, right? 10-3, 13-0. I mean,
I don't know if I've ever seen a jumping off the ship of belief as deep as the Noel Nation seems to have plunged.
Well, what happens is, I think you start in, look, some of the things that people look back at Jimbo Fisher's tenure at Florida State, they'll say, yeah, he won a national title. What did he do when Jameis wasn't his quarterback?
Right.
So now people are looking at, okay, well, what Mike Norvell do when Jordan Travis wasn't the quarterback? And I don't think that's fair necessarily, but it is natural. It's what people do. What's interesting about this case is Mike Norvell not only had unbelievable success over those 2 years from where the program was, but he also is like everybody that has an interaction with him comes away feeling great about him. Like he's very personable, classy guy, takes time with the fans, does all of those things that should mean something. But when you go 0-3, people are just mad about everything. The confidence, I would say is not real high right now in terms of the fan base. But I do think that people that are around the program, people in the university, I was talking to somebody, high-level administrator this week, and he was just like, man, I just feel bad for him because a lot of things that he thought were going to happen or players or coaches that were going to do certain things, it hasn't happened. So I think he's going to have to do a big reset at the end of this year and make a lot of changes. If he didn't do that, if he just said, you know what, we're just going to roll with these same staff and kind of bow his neck and just stand up, I think he would lose a ton of fan support. But if he makes changes, I think people will give him some time.
Last thing, Ira, appreciate the time. And this is unfair because it's middle of September, but I'm going to do it anyway. Peek ahead to next year for me, for FSU. Like
draft talk.
Like, do you think, like, who will be the quarterback? It will be a portal guy? Will they go with Croman Hoke? Will it be Brock? I mean, who is the quarterback next year? And give me a feel for is he going to have to hit some home runs in the portal? Just give me a little peek ahead.
And part of it's going to depend on who all leaves. The offensive line's all going to leave. They're pretty much all seniors.
Okay.
And that's fine. I don't think anybody's too upset about that. They do have some younger offensive linemen. They'll have to pick up some new ones. the defensive line, some of those guys could come back, and they obviously have not had a good year. So it's hard to say exactly in the line of scrimmage.
Right.
The rest of the team, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape. I love the young defensive backs.
Mm-hmm.
I like the young linebackers.
Okay.
I really like the young skill players. So really the lines of scrimmage are going to be the big question mark. And at quarterback, I'd put my money on Luke Kromenhoek for next year, but right now I don't think he's ready.
Right.
I think Brock Lynn would be the guy right now. But I think Luke Kromenhoek, with another year in the system, a full year in the system and an offseason, he's got the big upside. And they need to hit on that. And here, look, man, if you hit on a quarterback, as you guys said earlier, if you got a big-time quarterback, it solves a lot of problems. So I still think they could be a good team, but they've got to hit on quarterback.
All right, well, we'll look forward to the 3-8 FSU and 1-10 Florida showdown at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I just want to see when Florida's on defense and Florida State's on offense. It's going to be glorious. I can't wait.
What a pillow fight.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
That's Ira Schoffel, one of the best in the business. By the way, they play Alabama next year.
Who does, FSU?
Yeah.
That should go well. They look like they're far away. That's kind of my point. I mean, real quick, they went from they more look like, say, like a TCU who caught lightning in bottle for a year and made a playoff appearance. That's what it feels like now. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like it felt like between 06 and 08 in Gainesville.
Right.
Right, where 06 they won, 07 Tebow won the Heisman, but they were only 8-5, I think, or 9-4 or something.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like that. It feels like it was fleeting. The success was fleeting. They didn't grab it and hold on to it.
All right.
We'll see.
There's some FSU talk. We'll come back, keep it rolling. It's 9 o'clock nasty. E with the latest on you know who.
Oh, boy.
When we come back.
Oh.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Jags coach Doug Peterson joins the Frangie Show.
That's the exciting part about it.
Coach Speaks. Fridays at 4:05.
I think if we continue to improve, anything's possible moving forward.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors on 1010XL.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon from MyBookie. It's been winning season for our listeners over at MyBookie. We're getting a lot of love through the text line with people cashing in. I've been betting too. It makes the game so much more fun. You don't have to bet a lot of money, but it's entertaining. Here are my pro picks this week. The Steelers and Chargers total points has been bet down to 35.5. Look, that's way too low. You got to take the over on that one. I also love to bet against the Titans, and I think Jordan Love is going to be active this weekend for the Packers. But regardless, LaFleur did such a great job with Malik Willis in the win over the Colts. I like the Packers over the Titans. The Falcons are coming off a short week playing last Monday. The Chiefs are coming to town. Give me Kansas City minus 3.5 over Atlanta. Mahomes over Cousins. For a limited time, MyBookie is bringing the double deposit bonus back. Use that promo code 1010XL. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Hey, it's Joe C. My friends at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can elevate your grilling experience with a durable, high-end grill from great brands like Coyote, DCS, Alfresco, and American Made, and make an outdoor kitchen custom built to your taste and lifestyle. Visit their local showroom and see all the new displays at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
TV Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious? Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us. 641-1010.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our two blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion, wow customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville where you can score big all season long.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
1010XL is presented by Barra & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. 927. Good morning, Jacksonville. Hanging out on a football Friday. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Got a big weekend coming up.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Getting away together. Should be exciting. I pulled a good one on Mississippi, dude.
You did?
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hick and I are part of a... Anyway, whatever. We're going away a little bit this weekend, so... When I told Mississippi, I said, yeah, I mean, I didn't realize, but I guess there's a nude beach up there now. A bunch of people are going to the nude beach.
Including Dan.
Hey, what? What? I said, yeah, you haven't heard of that? I don't know. I don't know. I guess about 6 months ago, they opened up a nude beach up there. A lot of people were talking about going. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I had to let her off.
Giggling.
I had to let her off the hook, yeah.
You have to.
It's because I can sell it now.
She doesn't know any different in the way society's going. That checks out.
On this day in history in 1998, your boy Collins Cooper just missed that 32-yard wild left field goal. Vols beat Florida in overtime 20-17, snapping a 5-game Tennessee losing streak.
All right, let's personalize this just a little bit. I've been to a lot of events. Only one time have I ever felt, and I've been in a lot of freaky situations of celebration and disappointment. The only time I felt at least just a brief moment of like physical harm was at Tennessee. I was on the field at the end of that game, and buddy, that guy missed that field goal, and they came like bam.
Yeah.
I mean, those Rocky Toppers came spilling onto that field so fast. You're like, ducking up underneath the wall there so you don't get trampled. Oh, they were happy that night.
My worst one
toothless, but happy.
My worst one was the 96 FSU regular season game.
I can see that.
There's more people who knew me, too, and they wanted they wanted some of my ass.
Yeah, I didn't get much of that. But it just them going, just storming.
Cameron Maben, you know who he is?
Okay, hold on. All right, is this my guy, the former Brave, Cameron Maben?
Cameron Maben.
Okay, that's
His son Trent's going to Texas to play baseball.
Man, it happens fast. I was talking this about my son, and it's to the point, our kids, are late 20s. They're already to the point that guys they watched play have kids that are playing. You hear me?
Yeah.
Never mind us.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, just it's an incredible observation of marking time, how fast that happens. Like even Witt.
Yeah.
It was yesterday his goofy, lanky daddy was pitching. 5 years ago, Bobby Witt Sr.
Oh, yeah. E, do you know who Sophia Loren is?
No, I don't.
No?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It's an old school beauty queen. Like one of the first,
she turns 90
of the
today.
pinup, superstar when they went supermodel-ish.
Okay.
Beautiful woman.
She's an actress too, though, right?
Yes.
But Sophia Loren was probably the benchmark beauty queen of when I was a kid. And she was already aged. Yes, she was. That was the name. If you mentioned beauty, it was Sophia Loren.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Anyway, she turns 90 today. Celebration in Italy.
And Raquel Welch is another one.
Yes.
She's another one of those beauties.
You know that
from
name,
back in
E?
the 70s.
Raquel Welch?
Nope.
Wow.
But I've seen her Sophia Loren before.
Mm-hmm.
Raquel Welch and Sophia Loren are equal, right? Nick? Yeah. Raquel Welch is a bigger girl than Sophia Loren.
Yes.
Yeah, they're real similar. They can be like the same person to me.
Also, 9 years ago today, 9 years, Lenny Fournette ran over, around, and through Auburn for 228 yards.
It looked like he was going to be the next shut down the. He's going to be the next Adrian Peterson's what he was going to be.
Oh, my gosh, this guy was a big,
from the text
fast.
line. Friday's already up on the nude beach, so yeah, there is one.
Oh, yeah.
She made it one.
Friday. Put your clothes back on Friday. So, but yeah. Lenny, oof. I could see why you'd watch film on Lenny and think, man, this kid's got.
And the number wasn't great, but the impact of his rookie year here was, huge.
Well, he was terrific for us this rookie.
He only had 1,040 yards. That total didn't overwhelm you, but man, big plays.
Yeah, but
playmakers. We had playmakers. He was Leonard's a playmaker.
Oh yeah.
He's not your everyday, consistent 9-to-5, level-headed dude, but boy, he can make plays, man.
He is. He fell off the train quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Quick. But he got a Super Bowl. He hooked up with Brady.
Yeah.
3 years in Jacks, 1,040, 439, and 1152. 3.9, 3.3, and 4.3. Then he was gone. Went down to Tampa, did nothing. But he won a Super Bowl. Playoff Lenny. Got his playoff Lenny.
No, Lombardi Lenny.
Lombardi Lenny. Yeah. Lenny just, Lenny didn't, I don't know. What would you say, like a guy like Leonard Fournette? Did he just not have he was so talented, so much better than everybody else?
Yeah.
And the NFL's a great equalizer. Sometimes if you don't think, if you don't understand maybe you didn't have the drive, the want to, you got enough money, you're good.
I think that started. Boy, is there going to be a running back ever taken fourth again?
Yes. Never say never.
Man, the Jags way overdrafted him. What a dumb pick.
It may flip back.
Where did Bijan go? Bijan went, 7?
7.
Yeah, I think so. 7 or 9. Well, where's 7? It probably was 7. 7 or 9. It was the top 10.
It was top 10.
And that was thought to be, wow, like it's hard to get them up there anymore.
Yeah.
There was a time where the running backs were number 1, number 2.
Yeah,
I mean,
Trent Richardson?
and they still should be. They're still important if you get a great one. But
Cadillac and Ronnie Brown both had the same year.
1 and 3 and 5, I think.
Yeah, like back to back or something. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But there will be. Yeah, there will be.
And there still is. You know, we want to minimize it to the point that, hey, you can get a running back in round 8. But look at the best running backs in the league.
Yeah.
They're first, second round picks almost.
Not always.
Well, that's because they refuse to draft them up there anymore. The
Well,
top backs taken are the best backs. So let me put it that way. If you want to draft them in round 3, if you want to take a first rounder in round 3 and call him a third rounder, that's up to you.
Where'd your guy, J.K. Dobbins, get picked?
Second.
He's first in the league in rushing. Second round pick?
Yeah.
Or Jordan.
What year? Hold on a second.
Or Jordan Mason get picked?
Well, he's a backup running back, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Where it doesn't
undrafted,
matter.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Where did Josh Jacobs?
He's Georgia Tech. I think he was 7th round, actually.
Where Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt get picked?
First round.
Where'd Ramondre Stevenson get picked?
Don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But in fairness, nobody thinks Ramondre Stevenson's a top NFL back.
Fair.
So come on, man. Stay on the same page with me at least.
I'm just going by
It's
stats, though,
we've
right
got
now.
to the point that
Going
one of
by
us makes
stats.
a comment and the other just goes into attack mode.
I'm not in attack
Some
mode.
things you say are true.
Takes things so personal.
No, I'm not. You're giving me Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
It's not part of the argument.
Going statistically.
I'm going by the best backs in the league, Dan.
Yeah, let's go
All
by
right,
the
Alvin
statistics
Kamara.
from
Where
last
was he
year.
picked?
Second round.
You sure?
Positive.
It was either
Wasn't it?
second or
third,
early
maybe
third.
Maybe third.
Yeah.
Maybe
Mhm.
third. Maybe third.
He one of the best backs in the league?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he was. He's off to a great start. He might be. He might be still.
Like, I'm not ready. Like, a lot of you guys, like, you fantasy nerds all gave me Bijan Robinson. What's he done so far this year?
Terrific. He's one of the top fantasy backs. Probably top 3 or 4 in fantasy points.
Because he hasn't scored a damn touchdown. He's got
Well,
165
it's not
yards
what you
rushing,
asked.
so I don't know what
No.
you're talking about. How do you get fantasy points that way?
Okay.
If you got 32 for 165 and no touchdowns, how is that?
He had 100 total yards, I believe, in both games.
Yeah. Who are the top backs? Tell me the top backs. I'm just curious, in your mind. I mean,
Christian McCaffrey.
Derrick Henry's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
He wasn't a first-round pick or a second-round pick.
Wasn't he a second-round pick, Derrick Henry?
No, you keep giving me an extra round on all these guys.
I do? Good.
Yeah, you're pumping them up to.
I'm talking about where they go, though. I mean, whatever. Like
you
I
tell
said,
me
you
who
take
the
them in
best.
round
I'm
3.
asking you guys. All right, who are the best running backs?
Like right now?
Yeah, in the NFL. I mean,
obviously
tell
Christian
me.
McCaffrey.
Okay.
Point
is, how's he doing? And the guy replacing him is second in the league in
That's
rushing.
true,
So that's
that's
why,
true.
you know.
Well, that doesn't.
I guess I just understand the reason more. But yet I would argue that, yeah, one day there'll be a guy who's like, this guy's the greatest running back I've ever seen, and he'll be drafted first, second, or third. I think.
Derrick Henry went second round, bro.
Yeah? What number?
45th overall.
Okay. All right. Who else?
Well, Saquon Barkley's a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Breece Hall was, what was he? Second? I don't know where some of these guys went.
Okay. All right. Jonathan Taylor? He's a good running back.
Probably first or second.
Okay. Second round pick, 41st.
Yeah. That's what. But again, probably within the top 2 or 3. All I'm saying is the best backs in the league are among the first, for the most part, among the first 3 to 5, first 1 to 5 taken every year, which I'm sure matches other, positions and picks.
I guess I just don't agree with that, but that's fine. All right, let's do this. We got to take a break. We got to come back and rock through this thing.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're over.
It's a GFL Friday.
Boom.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Are you still asking the question, why Arlington? Lucky for you, I've got all the answers. Mia here. Arlington's lot is packed with new Toyotas in stock in one location, ready to go home with you today. 60-day exchange. That's 60 days to love your new Toyota purchase or exchange it for one that you do. Worried about financing? There's the Arlington Credit Helper. You even get a complimentary car wash with every service. So instead of asking, why Arlington? I'm going to ask, why aren't you here yet? 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart's dad started the company and still with Shane, his guys all from here, taking care of people who live here. And we love Lockhart Construction. They do such terrific work for us, the Hickens. and the younger Hickens. They did the siding on my son Drew's house. They were out there one Saturday morning knocking things. I went by and I go, what are you guys doing here? I just wanted to get it done. It's incredible what they do. They're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, and they're clean. And I like to say their family gives your family a better living experience. So if you have a construction need or a remodel idea, just give Shane a call, and he'll call you back. It's that easy. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Joe C. for Hard Rock Bet. It's the sports book for every kind of player. Straightforward, simple enough for the first-time bettor, but built with all the features experienced players expect. Plus, try it now. If your first bet doesn't hit, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $100. Easy deposits and fast withdrawals. PayPal, Venmo, and more. All you have to do to get started is download the Hard Rock Bet app. Go online, hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey, Hicken here. Are you tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them looking dingy again? Zero Res can help. I'll tell you what, they have the technology. Zero Res uses its patented ZR water that cleans beautifully without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos. That means zero residue left behind. And guess what? Zero Res falling back in time for September. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129, and we'll clean a 4th room for free. That's right. The 4th room is on me. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backwards. It's a right way to clean.
Getting you ready for the game. Pre-Game Friday. Brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Steve. It's great to be here, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to answer in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions. Repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity. Making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Gang, imagine having a doctor available to you any day and any time. I'm telling you about my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for a long time, but he decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of medicine. He's darn right I'm going with him because he's the best. And you know how you need an appointment sometimes when you're not feeling well with doctors and you can't get in for a month or two? Well, not with Doc T. He'll get you in right away. You got a medical emergency? Here's Doc T's personal phone number. Call him anytime, 7 days a week. It's concierge medicine, and it's awesome. Think of it like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as doctors, Townsend's the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. Doc T's been a fixture in our community for a long time. So whatever you need medically, yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups, you name it, Doc T has you covered. You can find out much more. You can join mypvconcierge.com. Just go to mypvconcierge.com and get all your questions answered.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
This Day in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 20th, 1987, Chicago running back Walter Payton scored his NFL record 107th rushing touchdown in the Bears' 20-3 victory over Tampa Bay.
In its final year, we encourage you to help create great futures for young people when you run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 23rd. Join Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1 mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Enjoy food, live music, face painting, family fun, and more at our Runners Village. Register at mackenziesrun.org. Mackenzie's 5K and Fun Run, November 23rd. mackenziesrun.org.
Bold City Brewery, established in 2008, is the oldest craft brewery in Jacksonville and proud to celebrate 16 years of brewing greatness in Duval. 2 locations serving delicious beers, seltzers, ciders, all produced in-house. Check out Bold City downtown on Bay Street or hit the production house and restaurant on Roselle Street in Riverside. Bold City Brewery, with something for everyone, brewing great beers and serving fantastic food to all of Duval. Log on and be bold. BoldCityBrewery.com.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Looking for a new or used firearm? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach will get you locked and loaded. New firearms coming in weekly and always looking for used guns. No lines and no waiting. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence on the importance of Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, it's an important game. This is a good team. This is a team, you look at the last handful of years, is always one of the better teams in the AFC and in the NFL. And, you know, that's a team we want to be moving forward. And we want to, when people think of the Jags, you want to think of a team that is one of the best teams in the NFL, that is a top contender in the AFC. So we understand the matchup and the team that we're playing and what it's going to take to beat a really good team in Buffalo. So, you know, we're looking forward to the opportunity, but we're not making it more than what it is. I mean, every game is important, and, you know, we have to just attack every week like we've said before.
Trevor Lawrence, courtesy of Jaguars.com. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
And we've been cooling down all week about this Jaguar start. I mean, we've waved the white flag on the Gators. I think Knowles fans have waved the white flag of surrender on their team, but the Jags were still holding out hope, holding out something. But man, oh man, it's got to start. We're going to be here Monday demanding victory, right? I mean, we're going to be demanding victory Monday when the Jags get ready, and then we'll be back here early Tuesday morning to break it all down. But boy, do they need a victory. They need a victory in the worst way. And if they get a victory, everything's okay. You know, you're 1-2 headed to Houston with a chance to get to 2-2, and who knows what from there. So, but if you lose these next 2 and you're 0-4, man, we're gonna start hearing the maybe it'll be good for us to get out of town again lines from Doug Peterson like last year. I don't think we can go back to that one this year, Coach. I don't think we can go back to, hey, it'll be good for us to leave for a couple weeks, get away from all the noise. No, you've created the noise. You got to silence the critics. You got to come out and play football and good football and winning football and button up. And I don't know if you got to work more, but figure it out. But this, we need to cool down on that.
I'm not cooling down on the reality that this is what's going to happen. The Mets are going to come to town on Tuesday, and the Braves are going to be 2 or 3 games behind and are going to have to win all 3 to have a chance.
All right, I'll take.
That'll be a good spot for you, for sure.
Yeah, and you're right in that respect. And I'd like to come 3 games up and then
just win 1 and you're gold.
And even if we don't, we can still win it.
Sure, absolutely.
Because we have 3.
I don't want to be 3 games back.
No.
I said this yesterday, dude. I told you yesterday. Listen, in effect, for the Braves really to win this wild card, then their win on Wednesday on Wednesday needed to start an 8-game win streak. They need to win those 2 against Cincinnati. They got to sweep the Marlins and they got to sweep the Mets. If they don't do that, I don't think they're winning. I mean, I could be wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah, I would think that.
I'd like to catch the Diamondbacks too are vulnerable. You know, hey Luncher, feel free. I need the Brewers to go to work for me today.
Brewers have 3 with the Diamondbacks, and the Diamondbacks have the Giants, and they have the Padres
at the end. And the Padres are going to be trying, especially if they have some success against the Dodgers. The Padres are not out of that West. You feel like they are, but with that series against the Dodgers looming, I'm sure they haven't given up. How many games behind the Phillies are you?
Oh, we're like 7.
Yeah, so 3 more only gets you to 4. It's not enough.
No. The Phillies and the Dodgers are tied.
Yeah, see, I need these teams to want to win. Come on, Philly.
And so
I got to sit here and root for Philly?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I like Philly to do us a solid and just lay down a little bit.
Well, why would they do that? They're trying to catch it. I would want the home field overall, and Philly's got a good one.
Smoltz had an interesting point last night in the respect.
What, were y'all on Fox or something?
Yeah, we were on Fox. Interesting point last night in that he said, honestly, coming down the stretch, I'd rather be playing teams that have something to play for, whereas, with teams with nothing to lose, they you blow one and it's just,
Like the Braves did against Cincinnati in the first game.
Yeah.
Look, they just took 2 out of 3. Don't forget they were up 5-1. We should have swept that. Would it only be 1 game back right now?
And so it's not
total different feel.
Yeah, and it's not bad. It's disheartening when you lose a game like that to a lesser team.
Sure. That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, going into the Philly series, I'm thinking, well, if we go 2-2,
things have all turned for you, so there's nothing that sticks. But man, there was one game, and I knew it when it happened. And I still can't get. It's still just an arrow. Oh no! Just arrowed that. We had a game in Colorado, a Sunday game earlier this year, where they let 8-1 go into the ninth.
Yeah,
like literally a 7-8 run lead going to the 9th inning and gave it all up. Just so anyway, we'll see.
Now, the 2-minute drill, brought to you by Injury Care Centers, the exclusive provider of BioTarget regenerative therapy for pain. Visit GoBioTarget.com for a location near you.
Get a quick plug-in for your Yankees before you get talking Jags.
Sure, they're in the postseason.
Yeah.
There's that.
I heard last night it was their 59th postseason,
yes,
which is like one every 2 years, basically, is what they have averaged through their
basically. It's like 20,
franchise history.
20-ish more than the next.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But that was the worst base running series.
Oh my God!
Seattle, what they did
twice,
trying to steal home
Amazing.
with the bases loaded, nobody out, and a 3-0 count when the pitcher hasn't been close to the plate. It's unbelievable.
And then he jumped out of the way of a bat and he got thrown out at third.
Last night, going to third on a ground ball hit right in front of him, shortstop. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. That's got to be infuriating for a skipper. What do you got cooking today?
Well, first, I'd like to say thank you to Jeff Prosser for attempting to save me yesterday, but I heard him give the traffic report on I-95 right after I passed World Golf Village.
Right, yeah.
And like 100 yards later, I'm like, these taillights. And I literally...
Did you get, how did you navigate it?
I eventually got to 210 and turned around and went home. Because, my GPS started, you'll arrive at your destination at 10:05. I'm like, all right, I'll be 3 minutes late. Then it eventually got to 11:25. Then I get here.
Oh, my
God.
God.
And so I did the UE there. But, the first 10th of a mile took me about 20 minutes. So, just the way it goes.
What do you do? It happens.
Tom McManus will join us in studio today, and we're looking for the one thing you would tweak. Okay? Like, you can't throw everything out. You can't change all the players. You can't change all the coaches.
Right.
Other than who calls the offensive plays.
Yeah.
What is the one thing you would adjust? Maybe bench somebody, whatever the case may be, to get the Jags rolling. So
that's a good question.
That's what we will do today.
I like that. Have a great show.
All right. Thank you,
Mike, Tony, Tommy Mack getting ready to rock and roll on Jaguars today as we get ready for another football weekend, Jeffrey. Certainly.
It's feel weird not having the Jags on Sunday, but it gives us a nice, interesting, different
freaking
Monday
B team.
Oh, boy.
We don't get the A team for Monday Night Football. I didn't even realize there were 2 Monday night games.
We get the early one.
Yeah, we do get
That's
the early
the key.
Yeah, you like that because you're Monday night.
I like that, too. I'd rather have the B team in the 7:30 kick.
All right, that's fair.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's just the Jags and the NFL.
That's all I ever think about.
Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today.
Exactly.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studio.
Let's do this, shall we?